Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now for today, I'm going to be showing off my group's at least first ever run through of DC20 with the system. We did the Hunted one-shot, which is available on the DC20 website. First off, the one-shot's very well made. I think it does a great job of actually showing off the different characteristics and different aspects of the system and having a healthy amount of pre-made enemies and fun story to boot. A few warnings to go about it. It was our first time using the system, again, if that's not clear. Okay, there's a few bumps, a few pauses, a few moments of oh, well, let's figure these rules out. But I wanted to show it in all of its raw glory. I was going through and editing a little bit, and I kind of thought about it, and I felt like it was just better and more entertaining / interesting for y'all to see, oh, well, this is maybe where they caught up. And I also put this out there for any DC20 devs that happen to be maybe watching my videos or looking through the channels to give a very raw playthrough of 4 players who are doing the system for the first time and maybe some issues that we ran into. So I hope y'all enjoy. I think it was a lot of fun, and let's get into it. Okay. Cool. So, to give everyone kind of the background before we hop in, and I've kind of explained most of this to y'all, but y'all are a group that has been traveling together, and you are currently in kind of one of the bigger cities in this realm, and your goal is to gain enough reputation and gold in this city of Wildfang to earn the title of Reaper. And this title is only given to the top group in terms of both renown and gold at the start of every new moon. And lastly, kind of the last bit of background information is there has been a group that has been kind of making some noise recently, known as the Shadows, and they are run by their leader Raven. This gothic group does not play by the rules, cutting corners and skirting the edge of the law while fulfilling their contracts. They get results, but their methods are a bit rough around the edges. All right, so let me do this real quick, lock. Zoom into the bit that I need to say out loud. All right, perfect. I'm so excited. All right, so we start this journey within the small city of Wildfang. The wilds cling strongly to the edges of the city and are littered with aggressive monsters that prowl the extremely diverse wilderness. A desert lies to one side of the city, forest to 2 of the others, and a towering mountain range defines the last. The people that live here wear thin and breathable clothing to protect themselves against the hot weather, and most carry bows or knives fit for hunting and defending themselves. With visions of this adventure and conquest dancing in your minds, you and your companions head to the bounty board of the Bloodsworn. Bounties depicting wild beasts and dangerous foes clutter this weathered post, and a brief gust of wind rustles the flyers, detaching one of them and sending it down to the ground at your feet. With this tattered paper at your feet, kind of who would you say is y'all's main leader? I guess we haven't voted on this, but
Commander.
You want to go Lunar? Okay. That was what I assumed would be the case, but I didn't want to make any instant. Pilgo Raggins might be that guy.
We don't know who that is.
Okay, y'all do, but that's okay.
Commander.
So okay, so y'all pick up this very sun bleached paper, very tattered, and you see on it descriptions of this monster. You see a very crude drawing of this huge 6-legged beast that has a body that has just rippled with muscles, and it's covered with a lot of jagged bony plates. And you start kind of reading about it. It talks about different tales of different people, different groups going after it and failing. However, there has been one person that has escaped it. It is a halfling named Gruff. And lastly, a note at the bottom of this tells you that it is a 200 gold bounty, which is the single largest bounty on this board as you scan it. And that you need to go talk to Eugene at the Bloodsworn Guild Hall to accept this contract. So that is where y'all are at. I suppose, what would you like to do?
Wait, what's your character's name, Kevin?
Glade.
Glade. Glade, look at this bounty. I think that we could probably do it, right?
What's it for?
Half elf, gruff. I checked the note for any further details.
Yeah. The note just talks about how Gruff was the like only surviving person that has seen this thing, and the bounty is for the monster, the Cripe, which is like the big monster you see depicted.
Oh, it's not for the half-elf. It's for this monster that he saw.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, if you want to do it, I'll do it.
How much
I mean,
gold are we
it's just-
talking?
Well, who said that?
Who said that?
Down here. You know, it's good old me, Pilko Raggins. How much is the bounty for?
Oh, 2 gold?
You gold. That can't be right.
I mean, it's more gold than anything else in the list here.
You say so.
I'm saving up. Saving up for a toy.
I mean, we gotta, you know, we gotta show off our skills here if we want to be chosen by the next new moon. Don't want those nasty ravens to get the title instead of us.
Yeah. Those sneaky fox.
Oh, dildo. Well, I suppose we'll start things off, and we'll head on over to. Well, does it say where?
It says the Bloodsworn on it as you read.
The Bloodsworn. Is that the name of like an inn or a tavern?
It's a guild hall.
Oh, right, the guild hall.
Ah, the guild hall. We've been there many times before. Weird that you forgot the name.
Well, you know, head up in the clouds, as they say.
That's right.
Let's head on over.
Lead
All
the
right.
way, ladies.
All right, so
like what
it is just to clarify a few things I may have misspoke. First time jitters, I guess. It's 200 gold. So that's a little better, unless you
a
were
lot of toys.
unless you were lying to Pilgo at first, but I may have misspoke. But yes, and this is the first bounty y'all are trying to claim. Y'all just got here, so you don't really super know your way around. Y'all have been traveling together for a while, getting to this place to kind of start your journey is the idea. But we will move you over as you head over to the Bloodsworn Guild Hall. As you pull up to the gang, if you will, as you're walking in, you see this ginormous guild hall with red banners depicting the symbol of these Bloodsworn waving in the wind. You hear a few arrows and swords kind of clanging a few things. It doesn't seem like it's super bumping, but for the most part, you just hear a little bit of stuff. So you can approach on in. And again, if you recheck the note, it does say you're looking for a Eugene at the guild hall to help you out.
As Lieutenant Stomper is rereading the note. Oh, wait, Pildo, no, it says 200 gold, not 2 gold. That's a lot better, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of cheddar.
I mean, if you like cheese, I guess. All right,
I know I
let's go.
do.
Lieutenant Stomper will lift up her leg to kick the door in.
Okay,
Oh,
I like that. Yeah. Go ahead. Or is there a goal, or are you just trying to open the door?
I'm trying to kick the door in.
Okay, fair enough. We'll start off hot here. In that case, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Okay. I am considered 1 size larger than my size. I don't know if that matters or not.
I'll consider. 13. Okay. You do not kick the door in, but you don't break it, but you do kick it hard enough to kind of swing it open. And the door just kind of swings open with a loud bang, and you see this gentleman sitting here in front of you, who was presumably peacefully reading and sipping his drink, looks up at you and just kind of shakes his head in almost like a disappointed / annoyed manner, and just looks down back down to his book. And kind of what the vision you take in, I guess, to give an idea here. This seems to be kind of like a main concierge desk up at the front. You see one group over at the table. It seems like this place might usually have a few more people, but is currently fairly empty. And then you can see, because there's a lot of window panes through where I'm pinging right here, right where it leads into the grass area. You see 3 others shooting arrows, practicing against the dummies and all that kind of stuff.
Stomper will head on in. Well, sir, I have excellent news. I am a professional door inspector, and your door passed muster. Very impressive. You keep things well maintained here.
Not many doors can survive that.
Yes. Incidentally, we are also here to participate in the Bloodsworn Challenge. We're interested in learning more about a bounty. Do you have any information about Gruff?
He looks back up at you and just hits you with a, let me... Are you really a door inspector, kid?
Stomper will blink at him. Yes?
Of course. I guess I respect you keeping it going. Okay, so you're here for the Bloodsworn stuff. You got the bounty that you're looking for on you?
Stomper will slam it down on the table.
Okay. Okay, that's all right.
As a table inspector, this is also good.
As he's grabbing the paper, he turns and looks at Glade and just goes, right. Looks at the bounty. Oh, that's why you want Gruff. Going after this ferocious creature, eh? Haven't seen anyone go after this beast in a while, and haven't really seen many come back either. Looks back up for a second, looks back down at the paper. I don't know where Gruff is right now, but I suppose I could help y'all get started with the bounty work. Sets the bounty down to the side, pulls out a piece of paper with a bunch of like fill in the blanks, kind of looks like a contract of sorts, and then looks up to you, Lieutenant Stomper, goes, all right, I guess assuming you are the leader here, what's your group called? I need to know what to put on the gravestones when you don't return.
You're very negative. Can you stop being so negative?
It's okay, Glade. He doesn't know us yet.
Okay.
Our group name. I look over at Pildo.
Oh, is it my decision? Oh, you've made a mistake. And I turn, where the, fuck. Where,
Okay, let me stop you there. And you see him write down on the contract, "We're the fuck," and then looks.
That's not it. That's not it.
He looks over at Glade. Listen, that was the answer to the question, and if y'all don't even have a group name, frankly, I don't think this needs to take that long. But if you really want something else, I guess. And then he goes ahead and erases the initial writing. All right, I'll give you one more shot. What's the group name?
I'm Glade.
Mm-hmm.
She's Stomper.
Mm-hmm.
Groups work.
What was your character's name?
Mine's the only one that you can read. The Bilbo Raggins.
Well, no. I can't see y'all's name. So I forgot. Our name is the Castle. That's our team name.
All right, I guess that's a little more fitting.
Fox was better.
Writes down the castle and then puts a little parentheses to the side of it and puts the fucks.
Look over at Bilbo Raggins. I still have no idea who you are.
Wow. What a team. And looks back up. All right. Stomper, you said it was. If everything goes to hell, can I hold you responsible for the group's blunders?
Responsible?
I mean, when we send people out on contracts, we gotta make sure to have someone as the main do it all, paperwork stuff.
I'm a lot bigger than those two.
Mm-hmm.
It's complicated.
He looks to the other two. Yeah, it's probably hard for a child to understand. Whatever, I'll just put the 3 of you. And marks all 3 of you. Go ahead.
Spoiled.
Sorry. I understand.
Okay.
I'm a smart child.
Okay. Didn't mean to hurt your feelings, I guess. And you just see him kind of scribbling some stuff. Looks back up. Well, at least it's a good thing there's 3 of you. We Bloodsworn find that to be the perfect size for our missions. Now, before I officially give you the contract, excuse me, sorry. He does not do that. Before I give you the contract, you're gonna have to show me what you got. Seeing as you're presumably pretty new here, gotta see what's gonna keep you alive when your back's against the wall. And at this point, we're going to start Hudson's thing that he created and is no one else's. A good old social challenge. So to kind of explain the social challenge in this system, I'm going to give you the actual numbers of this. Usually I won't give you all of the numbers. But the challenge DC is 12, and your success points required to succeed this challenge are 3. And so what's going to happen is each of the 3 of you gets a chance to kind of show Mr. Eugene here, or I guess he hasn't introduced himself, but the concierge, kind of what makes y'all capable of going out there. So whoever wants to go first, it doesn't really matter. But you will do something, or you will kind of say what you're going to do. I will give you an according check, or if there's something you're looking for specifically, that's fine with asking. And we will go from there. And it works like the other things where a success would be 12, but if you roll like a 17, it'll count as 2 success points. If you roll a 22, then it's 3 success points. And if you nat 20, you'll get an additional success point on top of what it like already is. So would anyone like to go first? Oh, and spells cost you 0 MP during challenges, but can add to the flavor of the check. So feel free to like do cute shit during this social challenge specifically.
Lieutenant Stomper blinks and looks down at Pildo. Pildo, what can you do exactly? I remember you were good when we fought earlier, but what's that little stick in your hand?
Yeah, what can you do? Why is it curved?
Show ya. Can I, like, is there, like, this table with these 3 people at it? Is there, like, anything on their table I could try to throw my boomerang at?
Sure. I mean, they're currently playing a game, and they all have their little drinks, so they all have cups in front of them, and they're just playing a card game. So if you're trying to hit something, the cups on the table would really be the only hittable items.
I wanna throw my boomerang and hit one of their cups.
Okay. Are you targeting any of the 3 of their cups specifically?
The ladies, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That is totally fine. Go ahead and make me a just like a regular attack check. If you're trying to hit this cup with your boomerang.
What do I roll?
So it's going to be just a D20, and then plus your attack modifier, which should be a +4.
Okay. Oh, fuck. No.
Oh, so it does use the same system. Okay, we can take that. So a 15. So a 15 will succeed. It will be a success point. What Stomper and Glade you see happen here is Pilgo goes ahead and throws the boomerang, accurately hitting the cup in front of the woman as it just spills all over the table. The boomerang will return back to you. And you just see these 3 people turn and look at you and not say anything at all. And you see Eugene kind of put his hand up towards them before they even get to move a muscle. And Eugene says, No. I got what I asked for. That one's on me. Sorry.
Pildo, I didn't know you were a cup inspector.
It comes back?
Yeah. I know my way around a cup.
And a stick? A curved one.
A curved one specifically,
Eugene turns and looks at y'all. And goes, all right, that was an impressive shot. Let's try not to make the other groups upset on the next one, though, shall we? And then you see the other three kind of turn back to their table and start cleaning up the mess that was made, muttering to themselves what you can only presume by body language is not happy and not good things. But so, how this would work is since you rolled a 15, y'all get 1 success point. And again, your goal is 3. So Stomper and Glade. He kind of looks between the two of you expectantly.
I don't think Stomper needs to prove
Oh,
himself.
Glade's so cool. Yeah, Glade, show him what you can do.
Yeah. Wait, give me your hand.
You're asking Eugene?
Yeah.
He looks at you, presumably in like a fairly, magic user-esque outfit. Just goes, please don't do anything stupid. And he puts his hand out.
On one hand, I summon. Where's mine? I will summon the Deathbolt Board, the Black Board.
Okay. And you're gonna try to summon that on his hand?
No, on my other hand.
Okay. Excuse me.
An orb of wispy, black magic swirls appears on my other hand.
Okay.
By this, any person that I touch gets chills sent down their spine, and small plants wither if there's plants around me.
Okay.
But basically, striking fear into the sky with like a very nonchalant, happy face.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a spell check, which would be the same as like your attack checks. Nice. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, you go ahead and do this. And him very unexpectedly, expecting very little of this child that has walked in. You see his face, which has kind of just been a very blank slate most of the time. Just like insta drop. As he looks at you, just, genuine fear. And pulls his hand back very quickly and goes, okay.
Lieutenant Stomper bursts into applause, her shield sort of clanging on the back end. That was so cool, Glade. Isn't she so cute? She's so precious.
He doesn't know the Eldritch Horror is behind my eyes.
Blame the DM enjoys that one. Yeah, Eugene just looks, especially between the two of you, and just, what the fuck are we doing here? And you see him like scribble a little note on the paper, and then looks back up and just goes, all right, impressive nonetheless. So y'all are currently at 3 success points. A nat 1 does lose you a success point, so as long as Stomper doesn't choke the bag real hard, we're looking good. So he looks up and he's like, okay, I'm frankly a little worried to ask, but gotta give everyone in the party a fair chance. Go ahead. And gestures towards you, Stomper.
Do the thing.
Which thing?
The thing. Your thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it worked great on the way in, but, there's 2 parts to every inspection.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I kick the door again, trying to break it this time.
Okay, so this time with it being, because I assume y'all did not close the door, with it being open, you go to kick with like a very clear intention of trying to break this door.
I will say, if it helps from an architectural perspective, it is now going against the way the door is meant to be open.
Yes. No, yeah, I was considering in my brain like the situation we were in here. Okay, so go ahead and roll a athletics check. I am going to go ahead and just give you a nice little advantage on this, because not only have you kicked this door, but it is going inversely to the direction this door wants to go. So go ahead. Okay, yeah, crushed. So being a 23, you clear this door off its hinges. Straight up, it just inverts, goes down, and he doesn't look impressed, but rather very annoyed. You will still get your success points. So this will give you a, 23? So that will give you 3 success points. So y'all crush with 6 success points. That was actually really
jumping up and down.
Insane. Okay. So
doesn't pass muster, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I can get you in touch with a good or a good carpenter.
I don't know how
He
to fix a door.
looks at the door, looks back at you three, and just okay, it's fine. They're gonna die soon, and it doesn't matter. It's okay.
See, if I was a kid and I'm smart, and even as a kid, I would have been a little bit more specific in the instructions if you're going to be annoyed.
He was looking down, getting ready to write something. Looks like kind of head tilted down above the brow at you, Glade, and chooses not to engage in this, and writes down quite a lot of stuff. And you see he kind of finishes the paper and then stores it in a what looks like just like a little locked box. He goes, okay. Well, that's not how I wanted that to go. I suppose at a bare minimum it was impressive. And while y'all might not be my favorite group, I'm kind of curious to see where it goes. So here you go. And he grabs a little bag and hands it over to y'all. Just expectantly of you taking it. Do y'all take the bag?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so go ahead and take the bag, and then he then pulls out kind of a map of what looks like the area surrounding the entire city, and circles a specific spot, seemingly pretty far out from the city. You would deem probably like quite a few hours of travel. And he hands you the map and says, "Okay, now for this area." Let's see, and he's kind of going through the map, tracing it with his pencil. Just goes, all right. So just to let y'all know, be sure to watch out for them crises. Be sure to watch out for the wobblety gobblers as you make your way there. They've been spotted along that path, and try not to make.
You speak funny.
I'm trying to warn y'all, kid. I'm trying to help y'all out right now. Anyway, they've been spotted along that path, and try not to make too much noise, all right? Both of those creatures use echolocation to see real good and can be quite dangerous. For sure we'll kill you. But you should be fine with just the cripe, so good luck for now. Goes ahead and hands you the map. Assumedly, do you take the map?
Yeah, I'll take it and give it to Glade.
Okay. And he goes, all right, good luck. Wish you the best, I guess. If you head to the outskirts of the town, you'll find a caravan waiting for you. And he kind of waves you off to leave.
Yeah, I'll walk through the doorless
Okay.
entrance.
The opening.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, huh?
So hold your horses like there at the door. Got a little thing. To the side of y'all, you see two little friends. So you see these two that were kind of sitting in the shadows a little bit. They approach you, and you hear the little one behind the mountain man just goes, "Hey there, that right there is our contract." And the big guy echoes at the same time that Glade says this. Yeah, our contract. To which, with this response, the big man kind of looks down at Glade, with the little one in the back doing the same thing, just giving her little evil eyes. Any immediate response to this?
No, but the orb is still active, so all plants around me are dying, if that makes me more intimidating.
Okay, fair enough. How long does that last?
It's a cantrip. Casting it.
Oh, just keep doing it. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I believe it's like an AP to keep it active combat-wise. But...
Okay, gotcha. Do you say something, Stomper?
Lieutenant Stomper says, sorry about that. I didn't realize that they had, only certain people could do contracts. Are you sure you couldn't pick another one? You only have 2 people and we have 3, so I think we're a little bit more likely to succeed.
That's funny. You're pretending like you don't know who we are. And then the big guy in the big guy in front, interrupted by Glade, looks down and leans in down low. As a very tall man, just goes, "We're the shadows, kid."
The losers? That's what I heard.
Yeah. Hey, do you like only come out during the day? Is that because like if nighttime there wouldn't be any shadows? That's a bad name. I feel like you're missing out on a lot of money if you only work during the day.
You see Buff, the big guy, getting like visibly annoyed. I shouldn't say name, sorry. But you see the big guy getting like visibly annoyed. And the little one in the back just goes, listen, lady. You don't even know what you're talking about, all right? There's no way you can kill the Cripe. Whatever. You're all gonna die anyway.
And you're.
That doesn't make any sense. They've already sent 2 parties out for it, and they all came back in pieces. Is that what you want for your group?
Well, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let that happen, though. I'm strong, see?
As you say that, Buff kind of laughs as he looks at you. Just, yeah, strong. He tries to be intimidating, but doesn't know enough words to do so.
Is this like a father-son like bonding experience thing? Is that what you guys are doing?
The little one in the background just, no, we're a team, all right.
I think Shadows is a good name. I think you are really smart.
You can see him getting visibly upset. And finally kind of bursts out very angrily. Listen, we're just trying to do you a favor, okay? You seem like real nice folk, and we're not just, so just go ahead and pass us the contract and go on with your lives. There's no reason for y'all to die. And as he's kind of going on this ramble, you then see another friend come out like walking this way. She was not like hiding or anything, but just walks from down the path. And as she walks up, you hear in a very soft-spoken but like very like commanding voice, just let them go. It's whatever. Their time will come soon enough.
Mommy's here.
Come
on. You need to go. Follow mother.
She looks down at you, and back up at the group. Come on, it's just not worth it. And she goes ahead and leaves off screen, with the other 2 following in suit. The both of them kind of turning around occasionally as they walk, snickering a little bit, and then walk off.
What a beautiful family that was.
Loses.
They remind me of my army days, like the grunts that we would send in first.
Oh, man.
Yeah, frontline material. Expendable.
All right, so it is currently early in the morning. Right now, again, he marked on the map where you want to go and then where the caravan will pick you up outside of the city. What would you like to do?
Oh, Glade, he was talking about, like, big monsters that were gonna kill all of us, and he said that we had to be very stealthy and not make a lot of noise, but, I mean, you know me, I make a lot of noise when I move. I'm so big.
No, but, like, we gotta let them know you're here. I can try to take us on a route that's not too exposed.
Okay, good. You're so good. It's great to have you around, Glade.
It's better to have you around. I will open the map and I will try to discern a route that would keep us away from bad people. I'm not.
Understood. So, first, are y'all going to the caravan or no? Are y'all trying to just go by foot?
Okay, so I'm a little confused. So, the creatures that he was talking about.
Yes.
That is out in the wilderness, not in the town.
Not in the town. Yes, sorry. If that came across wrong. The creatures he was talking about are inside of like the wilderness and stuff like that. There's no real like evil monsters inside the town. Your town's chill.
Why are we going to the caravan?
To help get you to the like spot where the Cripe is marked, because like I said, like on the map you see it would be a very long travel by foot.
Okay.
Okay, you guys want to go to the caravan?
Yeah, never mind. We should probably just go with the caravan. They're probably louder than me. They have like wheels and horses and stuff.
Horses. I don't like horses.
Okay. So if you head to the caravan, you find the kind of where the spot is marked, you find a Bloodsworn caravan. It has its little Bloodsworn markings on it. You go ahead and hop in, taking the ride. Seemingly as you go, the roads seem pretty well ridden, and seem pretty well like cleared out as far as like these main paths go. And as you're going through, you see some beautiful autumn skies, bright yellow sun. It's early in the morning, so sun's starting to come up. And a few hours in on this caravan travel, you hear the driver up at the front, grumbly voice, just tell you, all right, and he kind of looks at the thing, the fucks, and looks at y'all with like a weird face.
Oh no, we're the castle.
We're the castle.
Yeah.
This is our rook. And I
Oh,
point to
that's-
Stomper.
I see, that's written too. My bad. Well, this is your spot. And he kind of points, he reaches around and points on the map where he is dropping you off. So he has covered most of the pathway on the road. You will now have to like leave the road to travel towards where this cripe is.
Okay, so now's when we have to be stealthy, I guess.
Now we have to. Yes. Okay. Through the adventuring that we have done, I
Mhm.
would like to set a course that is a bit more, I guess, out of the way of where like they would like ambush you.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That's fine. So since you're trying to like create a track, go ahead and roll me. Do you have any trades that would help you with this? I don't know exactly what all your trades are.
Theater musician cooking edit for probably.
Oh, really? Okay. Go ahead and roll, since you're kind of looking on the map trying to plot a course. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
What's the modifier with the 0 in that set?
It'll
Like,
be
I am
Oh.
proficient, but not.
so the proficiency is +2 right now. So if you look at the top, it'll show you like Novus is 2, Adept is +4, Expert's +6,
Okay.
Master's 8. So then that gets to just be a +2. Okay. So being a nat 1, you actually like think that you just plotted what is probably the single best course on planet Earth to get you through these woods and stuff properly. And to get you to the kind of destination you're looking for. You believe you just fucking nailed it.
This is definitely the right way to go.
I like the confidence.
Yeah. You gotta be confident, even if it doesn't work.
Okay. So y'all go ahead and start kind of trekking your way through. As you're going through, off of the road, it starts to turn into a bit of a swampy environment. There's a lot of dangling vines, a lot of droopy branches, a lot of like muddied trails ahead of you. You'll see like randomly the trail like is just completely covered in water. As you are going through, you do at some point get a little lost. While y'all are lost, go ahead and everyone make me an awareness check. Everyone can do this.
I swear this was the right way to go.
This is going swimmingly so far. Okay.
Look for
So Glade, you re-look at the map and are like genuinely still like, no, we're definitely on the right spot. You were very convinced you were still on the correct path. Pilgo, you're kind of looking around, and you see a lot of dense vegetation. Stomper, you look around and you notice specifically a very large body of water that is marked on the map. That is kind of out in the distance, clearly telling you that you are on the wrong way.
Okay. Glade, you want to have a piggyback ride?
Puppies.
That's a good solution right there.
I don't know why you never offered me those.
Dude, I forgot you were with us. You're so small.
Start stomping off in the direction that she believes is the correct
Okay.
direction.
Okay. So this took y'all a little longer than initially planned. Y'all probably, you assumed you could have gotten to the spot you were aiming for probably about midday, a little after midday. Unfortunately, it's now a decent chunk past midday. Sun's still out, nothing to worry about that. But all this inherently means is that this next part will be a little more challenging. So, y'all come up on the area. You kind of realize, hey, you have entered the area that you were aiming for on this map, and you see out in the distance what wrong button. What was depicted as the Cripe. You see a very similar picture. While the picture was crude, it does fit the descriptions that you read. And now this is going to be what is a combat challenge. So it's similar to the social one, except for one, spells will not be free if you want to do a spell for this one. But it's similar to the social challenge in that there is a challenge DC. This time I will not tell you what it is. And you need a certain number of success points. Because y'all got lost and are definitely going to be a little more tired, your success point that you need to hit has gone up by 1. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So yeah, currently y'all... Yes. Okay. So for the combat challenge, again, it's just like previously where like you can kind of tell me how you want to handle this situation. Y'all have like gotten as close as you are now, and the Cripe has yet to notice anything. Once someone does something, it will kind of impact obviously what you can do in the future. And so right now the Cripe has no clue you're there. So we can, y'all kind of decide how you want to handle this.
All right. So you guys can tell me what you think. I suggest that since Pildo's so good at attacking things at a distance, maybe they could really bop them good on the head. And then when it comes charging, it'll see you two, and you're going to look like small tasty treats to it. And then I'm going to be hiding next to the tree there, and I'll bulldoze it into a pool of water.
I trust you with my life.
Oh, and then you can do some magic stuff, Glade, while it's in the water.
Magic stuff.
Also, this just so you know, like these are just like basically large mud pits. You cannot tell how deep they go due to it being so muddy, but you assume it would definitely impact anyone's ability to go through it, including big monsters.
Okay. Pildo, so I want you to picture, just visualize it, a big cup right on that thing's head. Okay?
Alright.
Let me get into position here. All right. And you two, you'll be like right there. Or wait, what's the good path? It's going to go.
Walk the direction y'all are walking, just to set it up here.
I don't know how, I don't know if I can get to the other side without it seeing us.
Currently, the Cripe is, also to clarify, is drinking out of this like mud pit right here.
Pildo, how about... Yeah, okay. I nuzzle up against the tree. I say, Pildo, over here. And then it'll come across this way. And then I can get it over here. Into that pool.
So how does distance work? I mean, like, range and stuff.
Your weapon should tell you how many spaces it can go.
It definitely doesn't.
Range-wise. In the thing? Let me see. Oh, I guess if it was not written, yeah. Let me see. I can find it real quick.
Isn't it? I think it's 15 if it's a ranged weapon. Or does it change based off the ranged weapon?
I know different ranged weapons are different. The boomerang is a 5, 5, and 10. So like five spaces for not disadvantaged, 10 spaces for your attack would be disadvantaged.
And then just for later references, my whip just 5, or what?
Your whip is like 2 spaces because it does have reach. But remember, if someone is within 1 space of you, it's disadvantaged.
Are you saying spaces or feet?
Spaces. This system goes off spaces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, Jesus.
No, yeah, when it's 5 and 10, that means you can throw it 5 spaces, without it being disadvantaged, and then 10 spaces if you're okay with a disadvantage check.
Okay, 50 feet. Okay.
I can reach it with my magic.
So what's 50? Okay, so I'll move up.
I can reach it from here with my magic.
Maybe that's a better plan then. And then Pilda, when I tackle it into the thing, you can focus on hitting it on the head then.
Sure, whatever.
Perfect. Magic stuff. I once again conjure the orb, and I guess is everybody in position? Is everybody in position first before I...
Okay. Lieutenant Stopper hugs the tree very closely to try to remain concealed.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Yes, I will. Am I good to attack it from here? Do you want me to attack it from a little further up?
I would like it to go on the path here. So yeah, maybe you should start there.
Okay. And I can still hit. Yep. Alright, I summon the orb again, and I will try to death bolt it.
Okay. Is this a save for the creature, or is this a... It's a to hit. Okay, so then go ahead and make me a spell check. Okay, that will be a success for the combat challenge. So you see this spell fly out and hit this. If you want to describe your spell, you can. I was like, I'm not sure on all the spells yet.
It's just a black ray of umbral energy.
Okay.
That strikes this creature. Once again, all plants around me are dead.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, okay, so you see the plants around Glade just start to, like, wither and die as this bolt of energy strikes the Cripe. And it does look up and winces. You can see that it did cause a nice little chunk. And it will then kind of stomp towards y'all. I will say you can have me stop whenever you would want to take your action, because you're kind of, like, timing somewhat. So he will kind of keep running forth, seeing Pilgo and Glade.
Well, I would have thrown my boomerang way before then.
That's fine. I thought you were waiting for Lieutenant Stomper.
No, it probably makes sense for her to just do it.
Okay, so wherever you want to throw it.
Yeah, right around there, sure.
Okay. Let's see, are you within... Yep, okay, you're within 5 spaces, so you can make an attack check.
So,
Are you attacking any specific way, or still just trying to damage it? Being a challenge, you can be, like, a little more kind of, like, creative, I guess, in what you're trying to do.
I think, I'm just gonna bonk it on the head.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm rolling... What?
An attack check.
Okay.
Okay, that will be a failure. So you will see this boomerang fly out, but the Cripe was moving just slightly faster than Pilgo intended. So the boomerang just barely misses behind it as it continues to run at Pilgo. And the boomerang whizzes back. It does still return to you, but whizzes back. So Cripe gets here. Lieutenant Stomper.
Are you guys gonna move back?
I wait for my commander.
Oh boy. All right.
I will start moving if commander is
We allowed to? Is that...
Yeah, you can. That's fine.
Lieutenant Stomper tries to gesture with her
In
hands,
this-
like, get back.
In this moment, that's okay.
Ah.
All right. So you see it kind of go. Gets to, however you want to be in this vicinity.
It's lagging a little bit for me, so I can't really tell where. I'm gonna wait until it's like, right there is like perfect.
Okay.
That was the idea. Yeah, so I try to bulldoze it into the mud pit.
Okay. Since you are trying to bulldoze it, go ahead and make me a athletics check. Nice. Okay, so that will be a 2-point success. So you go ahead and bulldoze it in successfully. You actually hit it, and since it was just completely unexpected of this third person to be here, you see it fall into the mud as it is shrieking and going. And just to kind of role-play, seeing as it's like a combat challenge, y'all can kind of, pepper it with a few more attacks and spells as it's trying to get out of the mud. But it does eventually fall in and pass away. So while you have killed it, you did unfortunately fail the challenge. It would have been a 3 success point challenge, but it became a 4 on the long the long trek to it. And so I think Pilgo was the only one with a failed roll, correct? Okay, you will take 1 true damage. So during the fight, you caught a little nick as you were going around doing your thing. So it'll just be -1 health.
Could I heal him?
I will say you have 1. I was like, that wasn't a true combat, but I'll say you have your 1 to use pre-combat, so I'm okay with that. That's fine. So inherently, you just go back. So yeah, so Pilgo, you lose. Glade, you can go ahead and do your thing. Lose your 1 point.
Hold on. Let me make sure. I guess I mean, do I get to keep it?
They're not gonna stack. So like if a new combat starts, you'll get your thing back.
Okay. So then I just have to make it easy and the spell check, which is just like a spell attack.
Yes, yeah, it'll just be spell check and like spell attack are the same
That's
roll.
unfortunate. You don't get healed.
Okay.
Actually, you get healed 1, and that's all that matters.
Okay, yeah. So there you go. So Glade goes to perform this magic to heal Pilgo, and y'all kind of expect it to be a little bit bigger of a display, but it turns out to be a little weaker than you thought. But Pilgo was not that injured, so it worked out.
Sorry, I'm not used to it. Well, sorry.
And then Glade gets very sad.
So you the one thing is that you do know on the you do have to bring back like a proof of your kill. Part of the cripe is still kind of floating, or not floating because the water, you can now see how deep the water is. It's about 3 to 4-ish feet. The mud goes. Y'all can continue forward how you'd please here, but you do have to bring proof of kill back in some form or fashion to get your bounty.
Isn't this just something like along the way to our actual bounty?
No, this is a cripe. This is the bounty.
Oh,
Okay. Good work, everyone. Solid work from the Rage Battalion back there. Very impressive. And Glade, it was very nice of you to heal Pildo. That was very well mannered of you.
Thank you.
All right. I will attempt to. Can I reach it without getting into the water?
Yeah, that's fine. It's a very large creature, so some of it is close enough to you for sure.
I grab a piece of it, pull the whole corpse onto land.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and make me an athletics check. This is not a light creature, I will say. Okay, so yeah, you pull it like a little bit to the edge of the water, where it is a little closer to reach, but it is still mostly in the water.
Oh, okay, good enough. Boy, that thing really a bit of a chonker.
I can try to rot part of it, and it might be easier to break off a section.
That's a wonderful idea. You're not too tired after the combat or anything?
No.
Okay.
I can do it.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
I will continuously try to like hit it with death bolts to try to wither away at like a joint.
Okay.
To break a larger piece off.
Okay, go ahead and make me a spell check.
I do get like +2 damage if it's under 50%, so it probably is under 50%.
Yeah, the damage is not what we're looking for here, but that's okay. You pretty much succeed anyway. Yeah, with a 16, you continuously use this ray, and it does a very good job. You see, like, slowly, especially that outer bone plating shell, is kind of the first to start to crust off, and once that fades away, it's much easier to kind of get through that, like, the muscular part of it, and you pretty cleanly create, like, a very easy part to tear off.
All right, good work. Yeah, this should be the easiest stomping job I've had in a while, and I will stomp on the exposed section.
Okay, yeah, I will not make you roll for it, as the rot did more than enough. You go ahead and break it. Being mostly in the water, it partially falls in the water, but you can pick it up pretty easily. Don't gotta dive in.
All right, good work, everyone. with that done, what was our plan on getting back? The caravan isn't going to escort us back to the city.
The caravan, I guess this is something that they would have told you. This is my bad. But the caravan will be waiting where it dropped you off until nighttime. And then if it just assumes you're dead if you don't get back in time.
Oh, okay, they're waiting for us. Yeah, you're right.
As you get ready to leave, or do you want to do, I mean...
I whisper to my staff, thank you.
Okay. As y'all are getting ready to leave, you start to hear a slow, dare I say, very sarcastic clapping coming from someone within these ruins that no one checked conveniently. As you see Raven walk out with the two coming behind. To which she just looks at y'all. Not saying anything in the beginning, just giving you the slow clap. And you hear in the background the little one, "We told you to stay away, and now you gotta pay." And Buff in front goes, "Yeah, you gotta pay." As Raven does start talking and puts her hand up for the other two to stop. We've been watching your group for quite some time, and now you all must disappear. We'll kill you just like we did the last group and their bounders. Any last words, amateurs?
I'd like to cast Burning Flames.
Yeah, go ahead. We will go ahead and... how do we start this? Okay, fair enough. They are ready for a combat, so I will... We can roll initiative. I will give you an advantage on this initiative check. Since you were trying to open it with kind of like somewhat surprise move. So y'all can go ahead and roll. Initiative in this is just going to be your prime modifier plus your combat mastery. So +4, like a lot of the other things. Let me find the initiative DC. 17, 17, 13. That is unfortunate. So nobody was able to beat the initiative DC. So they will be going first. At least getting a chance to react. Raven sees this this fire thing initially, and will go ahead and start combat for the first time here. So welcome to real combat, everyone. Let me add everyone to the turn list. So the way this will work is, as far as they go, I just kind of like pick who goes first and stuff on their list. And y'all can pick who goes next in terms of y'all, whenever y'all are ready to start going. So I will just have Raven go first, as she would be the most reactive to the situation. So she will go ahead and back off with a single action point, moving 5 spaces. So she will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, carefully skirting around, and she will go ahead and make a crossbow attack at probably Glade, trying to catch this fireball off mark here. So we will go ahead and roll.
Ask,
yes.
Or is double diagonal, does that count as double?
You can go diagonal as 1, to my understanding.
Okay.
So by
I think that probably makes sense with the spaces.
Spaces, yeah. That's nothing in the system says about diagonal being doubled, so we're just gonna play diagonal as not doubled. Excuse me. Okay, she will go ahead and make an attack on you, Glade. And everyone has their 4 action points right now, so if you have a reaction that you could take, you can take that. I assume 7 misses.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see her kind of fire the bolt, and then do a extremely fast reload to fire a second one at you. For sake of the combat, I will explain that like she used 1 action point to move, 1 action point to shoot, and shooting again, she will shoot and then use an action point to get rid of that disadvantage that would exist.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna parry this.
Okay.
I think.
So do I need to do something different with her attack?
No, it just gives Glade +5 P physical defense.
Physical defense. Okay. Glade has +5 PP. That's what I'm talking about.
That's not okay.
Boop. What was Glade's physical defense? 18. Okay, so this will just be a regular hit. She didn't spend anything on increasing it, so you just take a single piercing damage.
What'd you get for your roll? Out of curiosity.
19. Oh, is it not showing for y'all?
It's just lagging for me, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, it does show you were disconnected right now, unfortunately. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it was a 19 on the roll. So yeah, that'll be 1 piercing damage. And now it will be y'all's turn, so y'all can choose between the 3 of you who you would like to go next. And once the turn order is set, it's set. It doesn't like move around each time.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I mean, my plan is fairly one-note range attack.
I'm gonna throw a boomerang at their noggin.
But yeah, and kind of to talk about the firebolt thing, these 2 arrows coming at you cause you to kind of lose concentration in that moment of the spell.
If you guys are staying range, I should probably get into melee first, and like right there's a choke point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lieutenant Stomper stomps forward. Just a second, Glade. Let me get into position first. Going there. So I used a parry, which means when do action points refresh?
They refresh at the end of your turn. So right now
Okay.
you have 3 action points to use. You moved, so you're down to 2.
Right. Okay. So I will.
And I will tell y'all when they are like bloodied and well bloodied and all that.
Okay. I'm going to spin 1. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pildo is within range of the buff guy, right?
1,
Five
2,
space
3, 4, 5. Yes.
Yeah.
I will point at the buff guy's head and say,
Okay.
Pildo, cup attack!
All right.
So this is spending 1 SP and 1 AP to do my command thing. So she just gets an attack. She can't spend. It doesn't cost her anything, but she can't spend any resources on it. It's just it's at advantage actually, but she can't spend any resources on it.
Nice.
Why would it cool?
So yeah, I was using the blue as all of y'all's like mana and stamina resources, and then the red is y'all's. I think I made that y'all's grip points. So just so you know how many of those you have. Okay, so you can go ahead and make your attack against Buff Pilgo
With advantage?
with
Yes.
advantage. Apparently, bro's just making shit up now.
So 17.
17 will be a. That will be a. I'm trying to remember. I think heavy is +5 and brutal is yes. Okay, so that will be a brutal hit against Buff.
Oh
I
shit!
hit that
so-
noggin. So good.
So how much damage do you typically do?
1 damage.
Just 1 on the boomerang. Okay, so you will be doing 3 damage. So you see this boomerang get thrown like hard as fuck at the boy. He gets hit, but it feels like he may have taken slightly less damage than what you felt it should have. It looks like the boomerang hits him, and he just kind of tanks it pretty solidly. But nonetheless, you see that it did hurt him. Boomerang flies back. Buff takes his damage.
Okay. For my last action point, so I can give a help die to. I have to like specify a person, and it has to be against this person here since I'm next to them.
Okay.
Right? I'm asking. I'm
Oh,
trying to-
like trying to figure out for help. Yeah, let me see. I mean, I can find the exact things. I think just for speed right now, we're gonna say yeah. The help die can be given if you can like logically make sense as to where you are for helping. So you're trying to give. Who are you trying to give the help die to?
I think Pildo should go next. Or well, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, at the end of the day, the system might change. The class does, and I'm Eldritch Blasters. Okay.
My plan
And
is
to
I'm
be
gonna
honest-
make this motherfucker bleed.
I was like, to be honest, yeah, that would be my play because I gain +2 damage if they're bloodied.
I can also
Okay,
make
so-
him fall
okay.
prone if I hit
Nice.
him hard
Nope.
enough.
I would not like that.
Okay,
Oh
then
yeah,
I won't.
maybe for the next round. All right. Yeah, we'll have Pildo do it. And you said you have a bleed attack, Pildo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you should do that then. All right. I'll say, all right, Pildo. I'm gonna duck right at the right moment, okay? And then he won't see it coming.
That's cute. I fuck with that a lot. That's cute. Okay, yes.
So I grant Pildo a help die,
Mm-hmm.
and as a result, I get a stamina point back. When I spent that stamina point, I want to heal Glade. I would have wanted to heal. I forgot to do it, but
That's fine.
I want to heal Glade. So,
It's our first time. I will more than allow late things for
for
stuff.
some reason, I thought it was when I regained the stamina, but no, it's when I spent it.
Okay, so and a help die, Pilgo, just so you know, means on your next like attack check against buff, you will roll a d8 on top of whatever you usually roll.
Okay.
Okay, sweet. And is that assumedly everything?
That is all 4 action points.
Okay, so I will have Buff go next, kind of reacting to the nonsense in front of him. And he looks Lieutenant Stomper up and down, just goes big. As he will go ahead, let's see, he's got a few options here. He is going to go ahead and go for a normal attack against you, but with an attack enhancement. So he is going to need you to make a physical save on top of his attack here. And the way like saves and attacks work in the system is both happen no matter what. So like even if he misses the attack, he still could have whatever your failed save is thing work. It's not like he has to hit for the save to then also happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What's a physical save though?
Physical save is you can choose either might or agility to like either a might save or an agility save because they're both physical. So you can choose whichever's your better one.
Okay.
If they're the same, then it doesn't matter.
Proficient in the saving throw, it says CM, so that just means +1 if you're like proficient in it.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Got it. I will make my save then.
That will be his attack roll. Whew.
Oh my god. He's a monster. He's an animal.
Okay, and that will fail the save as well. Okay. How is that any kind of special hit or is that still
A heavy hit for
it's a heavy hit? Okay. So you will be taking 2 I think just bludgeoning damage.
I block it with my shield.
Oh, sorry, it will be 3 bludgeoning damage because it naturally does 2.
You made it up.
I can send you the stat block if you need. It is his knuckles.
I'm gonna use a grip point to ignore the damage.
Okay, so you will take no damage for that. You are still grappled due to the attack enhancement that he used, so that was 2 of his action points.
This is where I wanted to be anyway.
So he now has you grappled. We'll just use the net, I suppose. And then he will go ahead and he's not a very smart person, so he will just keep on hitting. So he will go ahead and use a knuckle melee attack again. And because he will use his other action point to gain advantage on this attack.
I guess I'll parry this one then.
Okay. And what's happening because he has you grappled, so he would be gaining advantage on his attack. He would be gaining disadvantage because he's attacking twice, and he's using his last action point to gain advantage.
That's not how grapple works.
Is it not in this one? Let me see.
Your speed is reduced to 0 and you have disadvantage on agility saves. Your grappler can move you with it, but it's considered to be slow.
Okay, so it'll just be a straight roll then. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, in that case, I'm not gonna parry.
Okay, yeah, it will just be straight roll. D20 plus 4. 15?
15 will hit.
Okay, it will only be 2 bludgeoning damage, so because you have 2 physical damage reduction, right?
This one I block.
Yeah, so he goes to swing, but just like hits right on your shield. He doesn't really aim his punches, he just tries to hit hard. So he just slaps you right in the shield. And that will be...
First shield for the second shield.
True. That will be Buff's turn. So it will bounce to whoever wants to go next.
Boomerang time.
Yeah, boomerang time.
Okay.
All right. Pilgo is going to I don't have to move to hit the big boy, right? I'm good, space-wise.
No, yeah, you do not.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use 1 action point to do the bleed maneuver. So
Okay.
I have like 3 boomerangs, so this one just has like a serrated edge on it, but I
Okay.
can still catch it because don't worry about it.
Of course.
And I'm like, all right, get ready to attack. And then I'm gonna eat that hoe.
Okay, and what kind of save is this for the bleeding, or is it just if it hits, it bleeds?
It's just. Yeah, the target begins bleeding once you're damaged at the start of their turn. I think just if it hits.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a DC 10 medicine check to stop it.
Just out of curiosity, did you end up adding any music to the Roll20?
I did, and I totally forgot to play it.
I like this. Just like, excuse me, not to be a bother, but where the fuck is my ambiance?
Y'all can, I guess, adjust your own volume as you see fit.
We can't anymore.
Okay. Is this acceptable?
Right there.
Okay. I'm glad you said that.
Funny thing is, I don't even hear it because I'm probably disconnected again.
Mine's going through my sound bar. Anyways, so then I add a D8 to this roll.
Yes. It will be a, attack roll with a D8, and then if you hit, it makes them bleed.
Epic. All right.
Oh no, this is called it's a physical save maneuver. Is that what you're doing? The bleed physical save maneuver. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, he makes a physical save against the bleed effect.
Okay.
That's what I thought. For most of the like effect ones, they get a save to avoid the effect. But your thing will assuredly hit him. So that'll be 1. He will make his saving throw for this, which I think is just because it is a smite. He gets 4. Okay, gotcha. This will be plus not 5, plus 4. I assume that assuredly misses your save DC.
Yeah, because you start with 10, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So bro will be bleeding, and he will take 1 damage. Boop.
Epic.
Okay. Cool. So you should still have 2 more AP.
Cool. I'm going to. But if I try to hit the other one, it would be a disadvantage because it's further than 5.
Yes. If you tried to hit Gruff or Raven, it would be a disadvantage throw. And if you attack again, it will also be disadvantage for that as well. Because you've already attacked once, and if you attack multiple times, it's a extra disadvantage for each time you try to attack.
Oh, okay. What's the point of having 4 whatever then?
You can spend them like 4 action points.
Yeah.
You can spend it to gain an advantage. You can spend it to do like how you spent an extra action point to do the like bleed save thing. You have 4 to move. I don't understand the question.
So it's 1 action point to attack at all,
Yes.
and then 1 to do bleeding,
Yes.
and then 1 to move at all.
Yeah, you can spend 1, and I think your speed is 5, so you can move up to 5 if you spend an action point for movement.
Okay.
Do, do.
So I think I'll move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that sucks. Hold on. Where was I at? Right here.
I think 1 to the right. Yeah.
1, 2. Let's move here for now. So I hit that bitch later. And then I'll give our little witchy girl advantage and or whatever, and just say, oh, you got it. I don't know.
Using like a help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eat him.
All right, so that will give you a D8 on your next check. So we will go to Gruff. Gruff, seeing Lieutenant Stomper absolutely tank the shit out of that punch with very little mattering, he will go ahead and yeah, Gruff will start running this way. So 1 action point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make sure it's a speed 6. Good luck. 6. So Gruff runs around, avoiding the pit. Gets right up on Pilgo. You see a little smile on his face, a little smile. So it'll be 1 action point, and he will go ahead and use 1 unarmed strike, and then we'll use an attack enhancement to try to knock you prone. This will be a physical save, and that does cost him another 2 action points, so he will be out of action points after this. So you can go ahead and make a physical save, which is either choosing might or agility save. Okay, so he will knock you prone, and then what is your physical defense?
13.
Okay, so that should be a heavy hit, so you will take 2 damage. So you see Gruff kind of run around and come up, and just not expecting Gruff to be that fast, catches you off guard and shoves you to the ground, and then just takes a punch while you are there on the ground. Glade, it will bounce to you.
Glade.
Looking at Stomper being grappled.
No, my commander, not yours, Lieutenant. And I will try to attack big guy.
Okay.
I just have a D8.
Yes, because Pilgo was assisting you.
I'll add another AP to do 1 more damage as well. So 2 APs on this attack.
Okay. 14 on buff. Will be a heavy hit.
Okay, if he is below 50%, it will do an extra 2.
He is not bloodied yet. And then is this considered elemental damage? Does it say?
Umbreal. Oh no.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and how much damage is this total?
So this is 2 damage, and then like
The heavy hit, so +1.
so 3.
So 3. Okay. He will take that damage. Okay. He takes
So
his
if
3
an attack,
damage.
If an attack brings him below 50%, the bloody doesn't count.
I would assume not. He is not bloodied right now anyway.
Yeah, but
But yeah, I think he has to be bloodied pre-hit for the hit to like do the bloody damage.
And then how does an AoE work if I just use AP to attack?
What do you mean?
like if I attack, it's at disadvantage, right? Like,
Ye-
another death ball.
Yes. Yeah. If you do, so it would be at that point. It would be a different, because that was a. Let me read the things. So yeah, that would be a spell check. Because the AOE still requires a spell check, right? Or is there no spell check at all?
Oh yeah, make a spell check against every target's speed used in the spell area. Okay, that one does.
Okay, so those spell checks would be at disadvantage. It's not like an additional disadvantage for each, but it would just be like the one. But if you spend the 1 AP to like gain advantage, then that will also be on all of them. So then it would be like a straight roll for all of them. Did that make sense?
Okay, so I could spend 1 AP to give me advantage,
Yes.
and then do the AOE at like normal.
Yes.
Okay. I won't do that.
I will not be doing that. Thank you.
Actually, I'll do the AP on advantage and then AP to try to hit him again.
Okay. So then this will just be a straight roll. And you're trying to hit buff with the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. That will be, this time, a brutal hit. Okay, so that will be, and it's the same stuff, so total of 4 damage.
-1. I added 1 with an AP.
Oh, and you didn't do that this time?
Yeah.
Okay, he is now bloodied. So you see he takes this kind of umbral energy. Usually, like, as you saw the boomerang hit him, it didn't really affect him much, but this umbral energy is definitely affecting him way more so than something like the boomerang was. And so you're seeing him kind of get to the point of starting to breathe a lot heavier, and the grapple on Stomper is presumably getting a little weaker as he's kind of starting to take these hits.
Every princess needs a castle, and you're holding my castle hostage.
Oh, you say they were the rook.
Towers,
Anyways.
I think.
All right. So was that 3 AP? Do you have one more?
No, that was 4.
Oh no, because you used 2 on the first attack. That's right. Okay, perfect. Sweet. So that's first round of combat. We've done it, ladies and gents. Okay. So go back to the top. You see Raven just kind of grit her teeth and realize that y'all are not the pushovers that she initially intended. As she shouts out more towards Buff, but to the team it's not a joke anymore. We need to take it seriously. And you will see her load up some yummies. So she will go ahead and do an attack with a expose attack enhancement. So this will be a physical save. And she will be shooting at Glade. So you will make a physical save for me, Glade.
And that's just like...
She will miss.
+4.
The physical save?
Yeah.
It depends. It's you get to pick between agility and a might save. So if one of those is a +4, then yeah, you would just do that.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like +3, and then like if you're proficient in the save, it'd be your CM.
Yes. 12 will not succeed. So you see this arrow fly by you, and while it doesn't hit you, it does force you to move in a pretty awkward manner that leaves you exposed. So the next attack against you will have advantage. We'll make that exposed, I guess. We're just making up things.
So she would have a straight roll on her next attack?
Yeah, if she wanted to use her next attack against you, then yes, it would be a straight roll instead of her.
Wouldn't she have disadvantage on the last attack she did last turn since she attacked twice?
She used her last AP to give it advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, she had used the AP on that second attack to make it not be a disadvantaged attack. Okay. So yeah, she will go ahead and yeah, she will do the same thing to Glade. And again, yeah, it would usually be at disadvantage, but it's just going to be a straight roll due to the exposed effect. So before you can recover from that first arrow flying at you, a second one is already flying back at you again. And she will again do the attack enhancement to put another exposed. So you will make me another physical save. And we'll miss again. Look at Raven, really doing God's work out here. Okay, you succeed. So as the second arrow flies by you, you were more prepared for it. So you are able to keep your footing this time. And will not be exposed. As you see Raven... Go ahead.
God, the music ended. You're going to have to click the little loop button.
Yeah, together I need the Witcher music. Stat!
Thank you.
Okay, so yes, the arrow flies by you, keeping your footing, so you will not be exposed to the next attack. Raven, you see getting visibly upset. As you knew what this group was supposed to be made of, and it's a little embarrassing, frankly. Lieutenant Stomper. So you were currently grappled by Buff.
Just a minute. By the way, well, first of all, Glade, please, again, please. Pointing at the buff guy, I will have you attack. So it says that they can attack, that makes an attack with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Is the death bolt like cantrip thing an attack? Or is it considered
Spell attack.
Okay.
I was going to say, I think it is called a spell attack.
Okay. So yeah, I would assume that it does work on that then. Yeah, Glade, please. He's bloody.
Glade, please, for the love of God.
As I spend the stamina point, I will say, and Pildo, just because you're small doesn't mean you're weak.
What said I was?
Pildo restores 1 HP.
Woo!
Do,
Do I make the attack now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now.
Okay. That will definitely be hitting Buff pretty heftily. Yeah.
That was the save.
Oh, will it? Oh, my bad.
Never mind. I stand corrected.
It's the same thing. Yeah, see, I told you. Same thing. Okay, so this will again be a brutal hit. And this will be...
So I'm doing 1, and then it will be +2 because they're bloody.
Okay, so, and brutal would add another 2. So Buff, who was not even well-bloodied, you see Buff take this umbral energy, again, seemingly taking these hits way harder than he should be, and goes ahead and, like, just this shot straight to the ribs, and you see him go ahead and drop to a knee, technically still having you grappled, funnily enough, but you can presume he is at death's door.
Death calls for you.
Yeah, no. Stomper, normally very genial, not too happy about the fact that they attacked the party members.
I mean, listen, Glade popped the first fire.
Well, Glade's
I
allowed
didn't
to do
pop
that. Glade's allowed to do that.
Sure.
That's Glade.
Listen, they were planning on hitting you if we're gonna get into it. I don't know.
So I'm gonna do an attack, and I'll make it a power attack.
I don't need that.
To
Okay.
do 1 more damage, so that's 2 more action points.
Okay.
Since he is on his knees, do I have an advantage?
No, that was more for flavor. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Buff, being in his injured state, due to this grapple, is kind of able to shift you in a way that the attack does not do what you intended it to do.
Oh boy. Sorry about that. Glade, do you mind finishing him off for me? And I will give Glade the help die as my last AP,
Okay.
restoring my SP.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read the help rules after this one shot.
Mercy protocol. Got it.
Okay, is that all your AP?
That's all my AP.
Okay, we will bounce to Buff. Buff will take 1 true damage to this bleeding. So still on death's door, but not feeling good about it.
When do you make the death save? Is that the start or end?
I will check that because that will be important. I think it's at the start. Health and help with death's door. Excuse me. When a creature makes a death save. Oh, it's at the end of each of your turns, actually. That is important. Okay. So at the end of each of your turns, you make a death save, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So he's on death's door. You see him last legs. He does have a singular AP. So having you grappled, he looks very bruised and battered, and you see like this black rot spot slowly growing on his side from Glade's attacks. And he just looks at you with an almost sad face because he did not plan on dying today, but still grits his teeth and just says, I'm bigger, and will try to hit you.
I will say, just so that we're playing fair.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that bleeding and like effects like that don't do?
Oh,
anything?
you are correct when you're at death's door. Okay, he's still at 0. I appreciate that. Yes, yeah, the effect stays on him, so like if he gets healed somehow, it will still have that effect, but yes, good call. 14?
14 will hit.
I was like, it won't matter if unless he brutaled you or heavied you. But yeah, so, in his weakened state, he is hitting quite weak compared to what he was before. You feel way less impact on your shields. And he will end his turn with a death saving throw. 10 will succeed, so he will stay at death's door. looking hurt but not dead, Pilgo Raggins. You are currently prone. The way prone works is it requires 2 spaces of movement to get up, I believe. So you have to spend an action point to move, and then 2 of your 5 move spaces get you up. I think. I will double check, but I believe.
So I'll get up.
Okay.
Oh, keep in mind, they might not have an attack of opportunity. Not all enemies do, apparently.
This is true. Some do, some don't.
So I'm gonna get up. Can I dust some of that mud off me? I'm gonna pull my whip out.
Okay.
Oh, you fucked up, bucko! And I'm gonna.
The whip, do not forget, is disadvantaged if you're right next to them.
Just you already used the AP to stand up though, so you can. Just
You do have 3 spaces of movement remaining.
Cool. So I'm gonna back up.
He does not
Is it
swing
just
at
within
you.
5? It's like
Yes. Yes, that is fine.
Okay, cool.
I will say, if you get next to me, I can parry for you if you need it.
Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so I think I'll still just back up.
Okay.
And I'll smack him with my whip.
Okay.
So I've used 2 AP because prone and just getting up.
Just one. Because
no.
yeah, you use one for the movement, and using your movement spaces is what gets you up from prone.
Ew,
I don't remember. I think it was just 2 spaces. We'll play that. It might have been 3, but we'll play 2 because I think that's what it was.
Okay. I'm going to.
It doesn't say on the cheat sheet, unfortunately.
I think I'm just gonna use another bleed maneuver against him with my whip this time.
Okay.
So yeah.
He will make a physical save. A 16 will just hit normally. He will make his physical save, which will just be 3 instead of 4. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Making people bleed all over the place.
Yeah.
Alright, so he is bleeding, and then it's just a regular hit. So how much damage are you dealing?
1.
Okay.
Flashing.
Boop. Gruff takes 1 point of damage.
And then I guess I'll just give my little witchy friend advantage again.
Okay.
I already have it. Or do I
Oh,
have
it
help?
It's help die. Did
Behind on the help.
Because Lieutenant? No. Did Stomper, you helped Glade on your last turn, right?
Yep.
Getting ready. Okay, you. I mean, I guess you could give him another D8 according to how the rules work. I'll have to read help again, but I think you can give him another D8 because the stacking help disadvantage is if you are helping multiple people. So if you want to use your action point to give Glade another D8, I believe you can.
I guess so. Don't want to waste it.
Okay.
Cool, then that's it, I guess.
Okay. Let me find.
We're doing like a combo attack with you know, Pildo pointing out the guy me ducking at the last moment.
Yeah.
Trying to find the condition. I'll find it shortly. Okay. Okay, cool. So then it will go to Gruff. Gruff, seeing you leave his range, he'll take his 1 true from the bleeding. So you see a little bit of blood pouring out of the slash you made with the whip.
Yeah, bitch.
And he looks very unhappy about that. He will Gruff is gonna go ahead and use 1 action point for movement. And move. This is difficult terrain, moving through the swamp, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So he will move there, and then he will try to attack Lieutenant Stomper.
You think I have 2 shields just for show?
All right, he will go ahead and attack you Yeah, he'll attack you normally with his second AP. All right, cool. Again, Gruff, these punches lighter, but coming at you much faster than Buff's were. But again, just kind of bouncing off your shields. He will use his next 2 action points to try to attack again. 13 does not do it, I presume. If I remember right.
He doesn't do it
No.
for me. He won't do it for her.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, no, I have 14.
Okay. So Gruff will throwing out multiple punches a lot faster than Buff, but your shields are just too damn big, frankly. And misses. So it will go ahead and pass to Glade.
First thing I told them was that I was strong.
It is important to note that, yeah, the help die does point to, like, they asked you to hit Buff. So if you want that help die advantage, it does have to be hitting him. I don't know why you'd hit anyone else necessarily, but...
So it'd be +4, plus a D8, plus a D8.
Sounds right?
Well, tech.
No,
Yeah,
what's up?
My help die would have to go to Buff. I don't think Pildo's would.
Oh, because Pildo could just say, hey, I'm helping you attack, like, whoever.
Yeah, because it's either like you have to be next to the target or the attacker.
It is 2 spaces of movement for prone. I got there. Now let me search help. I've been trying to continue the game while I keep looking for...
That's right. I'm looking at the help action too.
And then for Death's Door, how much does one attack do? It just does damage, and the damage gets you to the -3.
Yes, at Death's Door, you're still considered well bloodied because you're less than a fourth of your health. If that's the question you're asking.
No. It was more like
It does not tick by 1. I got you. Yeah, it will do its damage, and once you hit that negative amount that they have, then it will kill them.
Okay. Well, I will do a D20 +4 plus a D8 on big guy over there.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
With 1 AP.
I'll put it in the universe so you do miss. I'd be surprised if this doesn't kill him. Okay, 16. That should surely kill him, especially because it's
3
umbral.
damage without anything.
Yeah, it will kill him. We don't got to do all the math. You picking umbral damage is funny. Okay, so so you see Buff take this last hit as finally this like black rot, unfortunately not scarlet, but close. But you see this black rot like just finally eat at his side, and you see it get to the point where it would be eating where his important organs should be. And you see Buff finally, you feel the grip tighten, loosen around you, Stomper, as Buff will fall to the ground, presumably big dead.
My work is free.
Yeah.
Good work.
You see Gruff visibly shaken, and Raven is kind of the same stern-faced that she has been. That is where we are at. You may continue on, Glade.
Yep. Hey, buddy, your mother's not helping a whole lot. Kind of a bad mom. That was 1 AP. I will do 2 AP for a normal roll, and then I'll get the D8 from.
Okay, they do have to declare a target for the attack when giving a help die. And you must be within 1 space of the attacker or the target of the attack. So Pilgo, I'll just give you the D8 on whichever one you want to attack for now, that's fine. But in the future, you do have to say, like, I'm helping them attack this person specifically. Continue
I
on.
assume the D8 was to Gruff, so I will continue that thought process.
That's fine.
So that was 2 APs. I still have 1 left. I'll do the 1 to increase the damage.
Okay. And this would be a disadvantage, correct? Because it's your second.
No, it's 3 APs.
1.
Oh, you're spending all 3
1
for
to
it.
normal.
Heard.
1 for the extra damage.
Understood. Okay. Yeah, so you critically hit. So this is going to deal a lot of damage, let me tell you. So what was your total? 31? Holy fuck. Okay.
Yep.
So this is more than a brutal at this point. So we are at...
I wish it was an 8.
Does 32 get me more?
32 would not have gotten you more if it makes you feel better. So you were okay there. I think this kills either way. That'd be +1, +2, +3. Okay, so it's +3, and then a crit hit deals 2 additional. So whatever you normally do, add 5.
It would be 7 because he's not bloodied.
Okay, so that's okay. Gruff takes this rot hit. Same effect as Buff. Seems like it starts to engulf his body. In a very similar manner. Gruff being smaller, obviously, it being at the same speed is a problem. And he is now well bloodied. To I think no one's surprised. Yeah, and you see Gruff just again more for flavor, but like heave over from that hit. He's not on death's door, but
I jump up and down, twirling my staff, going, "Thank you, thank you, thank you."
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all for it.
Okay. We will bounce to Raven, who, seeing this hit to Gruff, eyes have widened. And I'll say Stomper is close enough to hear. The other two would not hear this. But you hear under her breath, just looking at Glade, and just going, what the hell is she? Because I don't know what other reaction she'd have.
I look at her smiling as the plants, for flavor. If
Yeah.
the plants continue dying at an increased AOE.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
all this
I'm fine with that.
happening.
Yeah.
As
I think with the crit, the range that it usually sits at, it like doubles and extends out that the plants you see dying around you. Yeah. Okay. Raven makes a scared face, but unfortunately is not one to back down and knows that she has put herself in this position. So she will go ahead. Okay, yeah. She will go ahead and look at Glade, trying to line up a sure shot here. So, how would she do this? I guess you see her kind of take a couple... No, wait, she can't use an action. Just kidding. She will just line up her thing, her crossbow. You see her take one action to pull out a green vial and dump it on her crossbow on the arrow that is loaded. She will then make a ranged attack, adding the exposed physical save to it. So go ahead and make me a physical save. And she will use one thing to gain advantage on this attack. So this will be literally all 4 of her AP on this one attack. Okay, no advantage needed. Shouldn't have said advantage on fort.
19 on the DC.
On the DC, okay. So you will not be exposed, but this arrow, while you do keep your footing, does hit you right in the chest. This will actually probably hurt quite a bit. So what is a 24 in terms of your like heavy brutal?
I'm at 13 ED.
Okay, so that will be a brutal hit.
It's brutal.
That's brutal. That's brutal right there. So it will be dealing 1 plus 2 for the brutal, plus 2 for the crit. Oh my god, and the poison. Okay, so this is where this game can get fucky. Well, you have grit points, so you're fine. But you are taking a total of 9 damage, with 2 being poison, if that matters.
No. How many grip points could I use?
Is it just 1 per? Did we read that, Hudson? Do you remember, by any chance?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Let me see. I know it's in combat resources. I think it might be 1 per, but let me check. No, damage is not what I want. I want combat. There's combat resources? Good lord. Grip points. When you are hit by an attack, you can spend 1 grip point to reduce the damage you take by 1. Oh no, it doesn't say there's a limit, so I think you can use whatever you want here.
I will, unsurprisingly, I think use all 5.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you regain them on a long rest. Okay, so you can use all 5. So she strikes you, in seemingly what she thought would be the heart. But I will say, with your grip points, you shift just enough to still take it in the chest, but it does not pierce any important organs. And you feel inside this tip of this arrow kind of corroded a bit of you from the inside. There will be no lasting effects on you, but it will just hurt a lot. Okay, and yeah, seeing that again not take you down because she really thought she had it, just genuine fear is on her face at this point. And we will move over to Stomper.
Okay, yeah. Seeing the arrow go by, and presumably the ensuing cry of pain, Lieutenant Stomper will roar and do a movement. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna do the tackle action.
Okay.
So I think that's a grapple check. So it's my athletics versus her martial check.
Okay. So she will be rolling a 3. Because I believe martial just means it's might or agility, but it's not like a save. Yeah.
So they are apparently tackled, and the reason I did that was I'm trying to get her into the swamp.
Oh,
So
okay.
when
Can you push?
tackle, it pushes both of us forward 1.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah. So I'll say she falls over into this pond, and you can just take her space since you were tackling. Or I'll let you pick. Do you want to like? Do you care if it's left or right side?
I don't care.
Okay, we'll make it make sense.
So I tackled her. We both fall prone. I am grappling her. In
Okay.
addition.
So you are hanging over the edge of the little the little edge of like the pond swamp, kind of holding on to her. She's a very thin, light person, so it's not hard for you to like maintain a grip even while like being kind of pseudo above her.
Okay. We are both prone.
Okay. I was using
So
this for prone.
If I
but-
attacked her, it would just be a straight roll because I would have disadvantage, but it would be an advantage because she's prone.
Yes.
Is that how prone works in this? Okay.
I can double check, but I think so.
You are hindered. Range attacks have hindered against you. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, it does work like I thought it did.
Okay.
All right, so that was 2 action points. I'd like to try to drown her.
Okay. Okay. Bro's on his freak behavior right now. Is there a way to remove someone off of turn order, by the way?
Click their icon.
Just click it straight up? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. All of this water, all of these holes around here are about 3-ish feet deep. And you can drown in like
Really?
2 inches.
2 inches.
Yeah, you can drown 2 inches. So I dare say you can do it. I will have y'all basically do like basically the same thing we just did. It will be like, versus her martial check. And so just roll the same thing you did for the tackle, basically.
Is this costing
this-
an action point?
Yes. To like pin her under the water, I'm costing 1 action point. Because you already have grapple, so...
Right. All right.
Yeah, I'm just making a single.
I will roll then.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she was wielding her crossbow. Yeah, I mean, I guess she's still holding on to it technically, but she is now under the water, kind of flailing, bubbles coming up, as she is just trying her hardest to get out of your hold.
I have 1 more action point.
Is there rules for drowning yet? Have they implemented that one, or am I just gonna have to grip and rip something? Oh no, drowning is a thing. There's holding your breath. I mean,
Well,
2 types of measures to hold your breath: a calm hold and a stressed hold. I'd say this might be a stressed hold.
I'm gonna. Let's see. I have the slam maneuver. Let me see what that does.
Okay, I will just tell you so everyone knows. The amount of time you can hold your breath is equivalent to your might. In a stressed hold, it is counted in rounds, which are like 12-second intervals in this system. Calm holds is in minutes. I'm going to say she's a little stressed out, and you don't know her might, but we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah. So I don't know if I would have had to have done this with the grapple. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to do a slam maneuver. Do I have to have? Does it have to be like? Because I already have her grappled. Can I still slam her? I assume I can, right? It just be like an athletic check.
Yeah, that makes enough sense to me.
Still defending with her thing.
With her martial, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just slamming her against the bottom of the pool.
Okay, Jesus Christ, bro.
Hey,
Get
man,
finally.
I critted my little warlock.
This is big.
Girl. Okay.
She did do that.
Still drowning. Still drowning.
Okay, yeah. You go to kind of like pick her up to slam her back down, and she slips her arm out of the hold for a second. So you don't get like the full pickup you wanted, but you do re-grab in time. So you maintain the grapple, but she does avoid all of the slam.
All right, that's it for Lieutenant Stomper.
Okay.
Dude, he gets ungrappled, and he's cool as fuck when he does.
Okay. Pilgo Raggins, what's the vibe? Gruff is, as like, if you want to picture the battlefield, you see Stomper just manhandling Raven under the water, and flailing, and you see Gruff, extremely taken down.
Woman handling, please.
Woman handling. My apologies. A little bit of black rot going on the side. To make it funny, it's like almost it's symmetrical to buffs of like it's the opposite side, but it's looking the same. And that's where you're at. So Gruff is well bloodied, if that affects any decisions.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Boomerang straight to this motherfucker's
You're
noggin.
not even gonna give Gruff a chance, dude.
Hell no! Hell no! He pushed me over.
He did do that. He did push your little ass over.
Yeah, and it hurt my feelings.
Alright.
So I'm gonna. So what's this little like barrier behind them?
This is a like stone wall of just like some ruins of like an old kind of castle-esque, not like a huge castle, but you know, the wall of some ruins.
So if I hypothetically pushed him over that barrier, would that do anything or just move him?
He would ram into the wall. So there's a thing for like pushing people into a thing. Let me read what the fall damage rules are, because I remember it saying it's basically equivalent to that. All right. Falling. Here we go. Falling. Falling damage when a creature falls from a height more than its agility in spaces, a minimum of 1, and collides with the ground. It takes equivalent like damage to the spaces. Okay. So you don't know what Gruff's agility is. Oh, this is uncontrolled falling. How much can you push with the thing? Is it just one space?
Away, plus 1 additional space for every 5 it fails.
Okay, 1 space will not deal any damage, but if you push more than a space into the wall, I would have it deal like 1 per as if he was falling.
Alright, well I'll try to do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw my boomerang real hard to the center of his chest.
Bro's just gut checking him with a boomerang.
Yeah.
Okay.
No!
All right. But the push is a physical save, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, he will pass. So he does. Even though being well bloodied, he does. Being a skinny, small little guy, he does avoid this boomerang as it flies past and hits the wall and returns back to you.
Boo. Boo. Then I'm gonna... The situation looks pretty handled over there in the drowning situation.
Ah,
It's
yes.
just a process.
Umbral is considered mystical, not elemental damage. Okay, I was curious what it was classified.
I remember it not being elemental.
I was just curious, like what they considered it.
Is it under the necrotic radiant, or is that a different category as well?
Radiant is under mystical. I don't see
Oh, they probably switched
necrotic.
Unreal for necrotic, maybe.
I
They have
probably
psychic.
yeah. I don't
They
even
have
see
psychic.
necrotic as a damage type. So
Yeah, they split into psychic and Unreal.
Continue on. Yes.
If I attack again, it'll be at disadvantage.
Yes. But I think you have 2 AP remaining, correct? Because you spent 2.
Yeah.
So you could attack and use an AP to just make it a normal attack.
Another one.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah, being very prepared for this one, as he saw kind of the same flight trajectory the last time. He's able to kind of cleanly move to the side
Stop moving.
and avoid this. He's a wiggly little fuck. All right.
Oh, then that be my turn.
Okay. Flips to Gruff. He is dodging these boomerangs, but just looks like a broken man. And yeah, we're gonna roleplay this one because he does. Oh wait, he's bleeding. Yeah, so he's now on death's door. So he takes this true damage. You see the blood like spilling from where this whip hit him. As he will use his 1 action point to kind of crawl over to Buff, and is just kind of laying over him, like putting his hands on him and like trying to tend to this like black rot that has like almost engulfed like most of Buff's chest at this point. Yeah, that will be his 1 action point. Glade.
Glade stands up, breaks the arrow from her chest.
Okay.
With a more serious demeanor, she slowly walks up to Gruff. Separating his, that'll be 1 action point. Separating his hands from where the rot is, she will inject more rot.
Staring him right in the face. As
She's injecting more rot into Buff.
No, into Gruff.
Oh, into Gruff. Okay.
As she will go. I guess is Gruff prone? When you
Yeah, I will say he is, for argument's sake, because he has dropped to his hands and knees and is trying to, tend to Buff.
I will say, I will also use a point because it'll be kind of embarrassing for advantage.
That's fair. See, cooling out system, it can help you avoid these moments. Still possible though. Still possible.
I will look at him dead in the eye and go, "Insolent worms like you only deserve one ending to your story. Weak and pathetic." As I will try to inject a. I will try to inject a surplus amount of rot, but not making it kill him too quickly.
For Gruff.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 21 was like your advantaged roll here.
Yeah.
I think that will do it. That is a heavy hit on Gruff.
It's also a +3
because of the thing. Yeah. Okay. So he's hitting his negative thing. So you will see the rot. He has this rot slowly creep across his body, looking very similar to how Buff looked. As his eyes kind of start to fade, you can see, and he doesn't have anything to say. I mean, he's just going.
I step on his body, and I will make my way there.
Okay.
So I got 5. I have 1 action point left, I believe.
You've done 1 to move. That was the end of your 5 spaces of movement. 1 for advantage, 1 for the attack. So yes, I think so. Because you didn't do 1 for extra damage or anything, right?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you should still have 1.
Yeah, I will use 1 to help. Or I guess I need to be next to the attacker or the attack.
Yes, yeah. Help does need to be next to one of the 2 of them.
Is Lieutenant Stopper, are her hands in the water?
Yes. 100%. His hands are in the water. Because Raven is currently like fully submerged, and Stomper is just pinning Raven down under this water.
Okay. I'll just hit her with a disadvantage attack if I could.
Raven?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. This will be, because she is prone, this would be double disadvantaged.
Oh, they're prone.
Because grapple doesn't help you on that, does it?
No.
Okay.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Do I do?
Okay, while you're thinking, I'm gonna piss real quick because I'm trying to hold it, but this shit's basically over anyway.
I will actually use MP.
You haven't used any spells yet?
No, it's on cantrips.
Oh boy. With the advantage on attack rolls, is that something that anyone can do, or is it something specific to your guys' classes?
No, I think you can just use an AP for that.
Oh, I don't know that. I mean, I haven't really been attacking that much anyway, or at least not attacking twice. I don't think commanders really like to do that.
I will psychic fear her. I think it's funny.
That is the thing about one shots is you can have a nice fun time with a party of murder hobos.
We're not murder hobos.
All right, gang.
Organized squad of kindness.
What'd you say is going on here? Some fear shit.
I'm gonna do psychic.
Okay.
It is a disadvantage, but just for the flavor, I think it's fun.
Okay.
So that'll be a 12.
A 12. That will hit.
Okay. They will take.
Because is this a like checking an attack on her mystical defense or her physical defense?
All of them were empty.
Empty. Okay, yeah, it does hit.
She will take 2 psychic damage.
Okay.
She is now I whisper a discordant melody to one creature of your choice. Yeah, I am just taunting her. She'll take 2 psychic damage, and if she has any AP, she needs to try to spend 1 AP to move as far away from me.
Yeah, okay, she'll be doing that for sure.
So yeah, she'll just take 2, and she's feared. I don't think they have a actual thing.
Yeah, there's the frightened condition, isn't there?
I don't think it's that. It's like the D&D one where it's like get from
Okay. Okay, will that be it? So it's -2, and she must use at least 1 action point to get away from you?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to her turn. So a couple things here. So as I discussed, your breath duration is equivalent to your might. I'll just go ahead and spoil it. Her might's a -1.
Yikes.
So she has basically no breath duration. So being under this water for 12 seconds, she will lose consciousness. Or I think she has to make a DC 10 might save, which is a -1. So we will see if she succeeds this or else she loses consciousness. Okay. So she goes ahead and just falls unconscious in your arm, Stomper. She is suffocating. The way suffocating works is each turn that you were suffocating, you lose a 1/4 of whatever your max HP is as true damage. Which would be...
Wait a minute. This system is kind of good for a spellcaster that can create water and a big tough guy that can drown. Wait a minute. This is kind of like efficiently min-maxy.
So she will take that damage. And I mean, she's not doing much, so yepers. We'll go ahead and move on to Lieutenant Stomper. She is just now, you're not even pinning her down anymore. She is just a lifeless body in this water. Does still, like, you see bubbles popping up as if there are still, like, breaths being taken. But, you know, take that for what you will.
Lieutenant Stomper blinks twice, remembering herself for a moment. She looks over, because as far as she was aware, Gruff is still alive and fighting the rest of them. She looks down, realizes Gruff is dead. Glade is there, cute as can be, and very much alive. Oh boy. Sorry about that. And I will lift Raven out of the pool and place her here.
Okay. I will just let you do that for free for now. Or not, we don't have to roll check that one. She's pretty light body. I assume you stand up.
Oh yeah. At this point, Glade, Lieutenant Stomper says, "All right, Glade, look away."
After just
Yeah, Glade covers her eyes, not turning and like peeking through her hand.
Yeah. Lieutenant Stomper stomps on Raven's head.
Okay. Roll me a attack check at advantage.
Hey, use an AP to get you another advantage.
You could do that if you wanted.
Sure, why not? What else would I use my AP for?
Oh, 11's down the board.
15. Okay, you will get just a regular hit. So how much damage were you doing?
Just one, right?
Just one? Okay.
Or as well, it depends on if you consider it a slam or not.
Were you adding like a slam to it? Or what do you mean?
I think a slam is just something I can do while I have them grappled. No, it's up to you.
Yeah, that's
1 or 2 damage.
You can slam. I'm okay with that. This is at this point this is more of a flavor kill than anything. She's now bloodied. Still technically unconscious, so.
Sturdy skull. And I will attempt to do so again because that was 2 AP. So I can spend 2 more to just do it again, but it'll just be it'll be at an advantage, right? Because she's still prone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right,
16, so it will be, yeah, still just a hit. And a slam you can do for free if you're grappling someone?
No, it's an AP.
Oh, it's an AP. Okay, so this one would not be a slam.
Okay.
Or what? Are you using an AP to slam?
He is like slamming but flavoring it as stomping.
Okay, understood. Understood. Yeah. So we will do -2. Okay. Still just bloodied.
Just give me a minute, Glade. Just keep closing your eyes.
One of my hands is off my face, and I'm just trying to cheer you on.
Okay. That was everything, right?
Yeah, that's all for.
Okay. Pilgo.
I mean,
Pillow, come here. It's really fun to watch. Come.
you alright?
No. This is where she does her best work. Watch this. Try to help her.
I can't help, right? Because I'm too far away.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You could step up and like situate the body if you wanted to.
I think she doesn't have enough movement to do that.
Well, that was just one action point. Yeah.
Yeah, she can spend another.
Oh, like move again and help. Yeah, sure.
Up to you. You do what you want, Chief.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'll move another one and just come over here and go, you got it! and I'll help.
Yep. Alright. Glade. Wait, how many action points did you have left? 2?
Yeah.
Okay, you can get a D8 and a D6, technically. So, there you go.
Whoa.
A Glade will try to imitate Lieutenant Sabra as much as possible. She does a bunch. Theater background. We're gonna bring it in. She tries to do a bunch of like flips, gaining momentum, and then try to land on Raven's head.
Okay. You can. I'll give you a theater check for the flips, but just know if this is a nat one, this will matter. Well, not matter drastically, but it'll be funny.
And then how do trades are just like +2?
Um.
With skills? Or do they go up?
+2, and I think you get to add your prime to trades. 23. Okay, yeah, you do some of the cleanest flips. You're smooth. You're clean with it.
Let's go. And then I try to land on her head. How much damage is that?
I mean, I guess I'll give you like 1 bludgeoning.
That's
For
not
like
about
landing,
very
because
heavy.
you're not. Yeah, it's not something you're great at, but.
And then I'll spend whatever I got to help.
Okay, so that would be 1 for movement, and then 1 for. Are you trying to like do the attack? Okay,
Yeah, like,
so go ahead.
Attacking and then 2 AP to. No. Sorry.
The flips were like part of it. I just figured you'd count the stomping as like the attack for like the 1 damage.
Yeah, but like, you just roll an attack check to.
Yeah, we said I did 1 bludgeoning with the flips.
Oh, I was saying the flips were successful, but if you're trying to like land on her head and attack the head, it would be like a separate attack check. It's inherently like an unarmed, is kind of the way I'm thinking about this.
Okay, then yes. I will do that.
You'll have advantage on this as well because it's a prone enemy. And unconscious. What does unconscious do if you attack them? Actually, probably.
Is it incapacitated?
No, there's unconscious.
Oh,
You're paralyzed.
He's paralyzed. So
Paralyzed.
those should have all been crits.
Crits. So you attacked twice, right, Stomper?
Yeah.
So that would be -4. So she's well bloodied, technically not on death's door.
All right, my turn.
Just so
I
you can
guess
see how advantage.
advantage doesn't matter. They're just crits.
I think it still has to hit though, right? Yeah, that you
Oh, if
attack checks made from within 1 space that hit you are considered critical. So you have advantage, but you could still like miss when flipping over.
Don't I get double advantage because they're also exposed?
Whereas,
From the unconscious. And
oh
prone,
yes,
right?
yes. So yeah, double advantage.
Bang, bang, bang.
20. Okay, that'll hit. That will be. Yeah, I mean you're gonna put her on death's door. Because that'll be. I think that might just kill actually, because you went. Okay, sure. We'll say she's on the last hit point.
All right, you got it, Stomper. Let's go.
If this were a regular campaign, I absolutely would make that kill her.
That's fine.
Get him.
Well, first, Lieutenant Stomper says.
I spent 2 AP to help you.
Oh, wait. It does go to Raven's turn. This is important. No longer drowning. And still unconscious, so go ahead. That was crucial.
Lieutenant Stomper says to Glade, Glade, little ladies don't do things like that. Now look away.
Were my flips cool?
They were
I'll look
wonderful.
away if you tell me my flips were cool.
They were wonderful.
Okay, I turn away.
Lieutenant Stomper stops.
Go ahead. You're at double advantage. If you want to add 3, you could like technically pinta advantage. I mean,
Don't
And
I have
also-
a D8 and a D6 and
And another
Yes.
D8, another D6, because I also 2 APs from me.
yep, that sounds about right.
Let's see how wacky.
This makes sense. I'm now understanding how he said that like the campaign or the one shot he did with Brennan and them ended with him like rolling a 35 or some shit like that in one shot. I get it now. Hey, so I'm gonna blow your mind here. She's dead, and there's just like nothing left. It's just that's
I
just it.
lost my touch there for a moment. Oh, Glade, are you okay? I mean, unless you stop her. Lieutenant Stomper grabs Glade and sort of like holds her like a child in her arms. And,
I'm
like,
happily being held like a child.
Bilgo shaking his head. He never gets that treatment.
Bilgo just wants love. Okay. So what do y'all do? Some time has passed. You presume that you have about 2-ish to 2.5 hours before the sun fully sets and your caravan leaves. And it's about a 1-hour trek back.
Better get snipping.
Oh, do we collect some part of them since they like are criminals?
I don't know if people know that they're criminals or not.
I start
It's
going
not
through
like-
pockets.
Yeah.
You're going through their pockets.
Yeah.
Okay. You find one healing potion on each of them, which is just like if you drink it as an action, you heal 2 hit points.
Epic.
Oh,
Does anyone else-
give those to Glade. Give those to Glade. She needs healing.
I'll give them to Glade.
I will drink 2.
I was like, there's 3 total.
Then I'll drink one.
Oh wait, I'll drink. Hold on. We'll be efficient. I will drink 1. Since I healed. So you guys can keep your 2. I drink.
I'm drinking one.
Okay. So Lieutenant Stomper has 1 health potion.
Oh, did I even need to drink?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
If Glade gets damaged again, you know.
Y'all can take a rest if you'd like. If not, you can do what you got to do.
I apologize, DM. I do keep my healing potion.
That's fine.
It succeeded high enough to just heal me outright.
Do you just get a heal like after combat?
Ancestry.
Oh.
Yeah, he has like a 1 heal that he gets per combat. Yeah, you look through their pockets. You're still that it didn't really take much time. They don't carry a whole lot on them. Again, you have about 2.5-ish hours. 2 to 2.5. You're not 100% sure. About an hour trek, and then if you want to rest, a quick rest is 10 minutes, and that lets you use any rest points to heal. I know. And then a short rest is an hour long. That one, the difference between that is you can still use your rest points, but also some resources will come back on short rest. I don't know exactly how what resources all you have. I don't think you'll have any that super matter, but
I was like,
I don't have
from my character sheet, no rest will do anything for me.
yeah, long rest would get you your grit points back, but I would suggest not long resting.
Yeah.
But up to you.
No. We need to get back into town. You know, it's not safe out here. There are people popping up out of nowhere, shooting Glade with poisoned arrows. This is not a fun place. Let's just head back to the caravan.
Yeah,
Good
let's
night.
get out or we're losing daylight.
Okay.
Tired, I want to piggyback right.
Of course, sweetie. Of course. So good on that combat as Lieutenant Stopper continues.
Womp womp.
Block, but alright. Might have that bad a brain rot.
Okay. Are y'all just using the map to head back to the caravan?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you got about 2.5 hours. Are y'all hurrying back?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me key. All right. How perfect. Let me go ahead and move y'all through. Okay. You are making your way back. Where is what I'm looking for? Yes, we resolved that. Got your health potions. We are good there. We did rest. So now you are going through. As you're walking back, you don't notice anything. You're trying to hurry. You don't want to miss the caravan. I am. Yeah, no one. Yeah, no one did. Okay, unfortunate. So yeah, go ahead and make me fate rolls, which is basically just going to help me decide what happens in this moment. And a fate roll is just a straight up D20 from all 3 of you. Nice. Wow. That's
Solidarity.
awesome.
Good.
This was a good one to dump your bad rolls.
As long as we fail together.
How does this work now? Okay. Hey, can I get Pilgo and Stomper to give me one more fate roll, please?
Epic.
Cool. That's all I needed to see.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. How are y'all traveling through the forest here? Y'all can go and kind of situate yourselves however this is going on.
Well, Glade is on Lieutenant Stopper's
His
back.
back, okay.
Lieutenant Stopper would be moving first, clearing the way, and probably leading the group because I remember the way that we came from.
Okay. As you are running through, assumedly going through the cleared areas, Y'all can move actually as you please, and I will yell stop when stop is needed.
I will just be within one space.
Understood.
behind.
And Pilgo, how will you move with Stomper Man?
I'm just walking with them.
Okay.
What a nice hearing. It's so pleasant. Much better than those.
Oh, and all of a sudden, okay, so let me clear turn order here, actually.
Yep.
Okay, so you see a giant monster leap out. Kapui, you recognize this as a Crisis, which you were warned about prior.
Maybe I can talk to it.
But you didn't go quietly on the way back, and that is unfortunate. Okay, so yeah, you see this large shape, and it jumps out of these nearby trees and crashes down on top of Pilgo. Pilgo, you will start this combat prone. We'll go ahead and mark that. So jumps out, lands on Pilgo, and you see this giant, enormous beast standing in front of you. Even on all fours, it is still 10 feet tall. It has its like long limbs, as you see its very bulk, thin body. And off to the right, you see what is a fairly rare sight, but what you presume to be a baby Crossies. Leap out as well.
Trying to tell me this is a baby one of those.
Yes, that is what I'm telling you.
The mother might be able to kill us, but he'll never get her son back.
Jesus Christ. Okay, there you go. And now we will go ahead and roll initiative. So again, that will be your D20 plus 4. Unfort, we do not roll good initiative in this household, do we? So Crossies will go first. We will add turn, add turn, add turn, add turn, add turn. All right, and we will put, depending on who y'all choose. Yeah, we'll go Crises, 2 of you, baby, and then 1 of you. So Crises will go first. So y'all get kind of ambushed by this thing. Oh, let me change the music. I'm gonna remember this time. Boom. I thought about it as it was loading. Done. And let it begin. So the Crises, also just to note, this thing does have what is inherently legendary action points. And it can spend these legendary action points to take actions at the end of any of the 3 of y'all's turns. Also, whenever you are together on an initiative order... oh, wait, do the babies... The babies act whenever the mom does. Okay, it does not have initiative. Whenever y'all... What was I trying to say? Oh, whenever you're together on an initiative order, your turns are kind of combined. So you can do cute things like as working together. So like Pilgo could use an action point to then help Stomper, who then takes an action point, to help Glade, who takes 2 action points, and it just goes until all 4 of you use your action points. Or all 3 of you use all 4 of your action points. Does that make sense? Like you can kind of split action points as you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think I get.
I like your words, Magic Man.
Okay. Cool. So, Crises jumps out, knocking over. We will start. The young Crises will pseudo go first. He will go ahead, and you hear him make a very strange noise. It's like a cackling dolphin, if you will. And I think I nailed that shit, is all I have to say. So let me go ahead. I need to make a thing for this. But you hear that funny noise, and you will all get wrenches for now. That is how we're going to do this. Boop. There we go. And he will use his other action point to go ahead and spit acid on... He would just do the first thing he sees. He's a little baby, so he's going to spit acid on Stomper. So he will just make a little ranged attack here. What are we looking at?
You gotta tell me the rules. I don't see them.
Oh, 18.
That is just a normal hit.
Right, okay, this will be 1 corrosion damage, which I believe is considered elemental. So that will not be affected by your physical damage reduction. So you will take 1 point of corrosion damage. I think. Let me double check before I actually say these, because this will actually matter. But
Okay, I will use a grip point to endure it.
okay. Damage types. Corrosion is considered elemental. Yes. Okay, so yeah, you will grip point to endure, and we will go to the big Crassis, who will now do some cute shit, I dare say. Excuse me. So it will go ahead and try to grab Pilgo Raggins. I need you to go ahead and do a contested martial check. So you will do, whatever your highest agility or might is. Okay. He will successfully grapple you. It's a good start. It's a good start, everybody. He will do that. And then after grabbing Pilgo Raggins, will spray acid amongst the squad here, which will be a spell attack versus all of y'all's physical defense. It is a 3-space cone, so it's just going to slap all of you.
Could I
Yes.
contest this?
It is a MP effect, so you could.
Okay, I'd like to contest this.
Okay.
How does that work?
So I believe I will reread. I believe you just both get to make spell checks, and if your spell check is higher, you basically block it out, and you can kind of roleplay how you do that. You do have to spend mana to do this, though. So let me spell casting, spell resources, casting a spell. Components, spell.
Does this
duel.
take a AP from the spell that I use?
It is a reaction for you, so you will use an AP for the reaction.
Right, but like if the spell takes more than 1 AP.
Oh, I'm not sure. Let me. Where's spell duel? Okay, let me Control F. Spell duel. Okay, here we go. So you declare a spell duel and spend 2 AP and 1 or more MP to challenge the creature with a spell of your own. So it will always cost you 2 AP no matter what you use, and you must use at least 1 MP. And after declaring it, you can declare a spell duel after the creature makes its spell check, but before you know the result. Oh, so you can actually see his check, technically, before you call this.
I'd like to see his
Yeah, that's fair. That makes a lot of sense, I dare say. So this will be that.
I'd like to contest.
Okay, I will say this is attacking everyone's physical defense. Is it a different one? I assume it's not a different... Do you remember if your AoE, do you roll a different attack check for each person?
No, it's everybody's thing.
Like you just roll 1 and everybody's defense against that 1?
Oh, I get it. I get it. I'm pretty sure it's just you roll 1 and then it's that against everybody's.
Okay.
So this wouldn't even hit, right?
That's what I was going to say, is like it might not even matter.
I get it. Yeah, never mind.
Let me see. Sorry, everyone. This is new system vibes. My apologies. Here we go. Targeting multiple creatures. If you cast a target that's more than 1 creature, including more than 1 in an area effect, you make 1 spell check against all creatures. And if you use that, okay, yes. So it will just be a 9 spell check against everyone. You can make your call off that.
No.
And I will now ask: does a 9 hit anyone's physical defense? I'm pretty sure it does not. Okay. So you see this acid spray come in, but you see it kind of smacking its lips as its mouth was a little dry, so it was not ready to attack like it thought it was. And it will go to y'all's turn.
Good.
I am. What's the starting position here?
Okay, so I'm gonna want to do my like commander thing to get some healing. So that'll mean that someone will get an attack at advantage. I don't know what we're gonna do about Pildo being grappled, because I could try to help with that, but I feel like I'm just gonna be wasting out. This thing assuredly has like a massive athletics, so I think the solution is to just kill it. But then
Yeah, I
I
just
don't
have shenanigans planned.
It's also slightly better because grapple doesn't give him advantage in this system.
yeah, I could taunt him. I could try to taunt him. That might be worthwhile.
I have a
Okay.
thing that I can speak to beasts in a limited manner. So
I
what if,
think
what
it's
if
too late for this.
what if I was like, "Look,
Unfortunately.
there's better food back when we came,
I'm,
bro.
I'm getting mother bear vibes right
Hey,
now.
if you want to try, I'm not gonna stop you.
Okay, well that doesn't sound like.
No, I want you to do what you want to do. I don't want to stop you. Don't let them talk you out of what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Hi, Ashton. It's Kevin. I'm trying to talk you.
How to do it. I think it could be fun.
Let me go ahead and try to taunt him first, and if that doesn't work, that could inform some decisions. I'm thinking about doing all right, so he has that AoE thing, which means that how does taunt affect that?
Is taunt like it gives disadvantage on everyone except you?
Yes.
I would assume it's fine as long as you are in that area of effect. But if he's trying to use an AoE on like them two and not you, then it would probably be disadvantaged.
Okay, so if you
That's how I would
using
rule
on
it.
all three of us, the taunt wouldn't do anything.
That's how I would rule it. That makes the most sense in my brain.
Okay, so I could move. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then taunt him, and then it was a cone attack, so you guys would not be in the cone at that
It
point.
was a cone attack.
I was gonna use like all of my stuff though. All right, why? Might as well give it a shot because I don't want this thing to freaking murk you guys. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just gonna do a normal taunt. Or well, no, because he has legendary action points. I'll do a full taunt, even though it's almost all my AP.
Okay.
So it is an attack. I'm not going to do an intimidate. It's just going to be an attack roll against his contested by their mental save.
Okay. So he will make a mental save.
Well, hopefully, he isn't charismatic or whatever. Oh, thank God. So he is. This was the full taunt, which means that until the end of my next turn, which is kind of weird because our turns are kind of intermixed right now. But whatever.
Just don't end your turn.
Yeah, I guess I might as well use my last action point and just have Glade attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and make an attack. So I say, Glade, this thing is trying to eat Pildo.
Is that?
That's so fucked.
So, and since I used a thing, someone gets a pill. Did anyone take damage?
Not yet.
I'm at full health.
Did Pildo take damage?
Nope.
Oh, I should have not done the grip point, huh? Oh, we're learning, right? We're learning because that I can't restore grip points with that, but I can restore HP. All right. Yeah, Glade gets an attack at advantage against the guy there.
Can I use MP on this thing?
No, you can't. You can't spend any resources, AP, SP, or MP on this attack. This has to be a standard attack.
To consume one creature, it has. Oh, that's what it did. Okay, so basically did
It's
that.
trying to consume you.
I understand now. Yeah, right now Pilgo is just grappled. What's happening?
I'm just attacking it. 21.
Okay, 21. Against its physical, I presume.
No. All of my stuff is MD.
MD. Okay. That will be a brutal hit.
Okay.
And
That'll-
yeah.
No, it's just yeah, it'll be 1 plus the brutal.
Okay. So that will be -3. Click.
That was my turn completely, by the way. So If I end my turn, does that mean I get my stuff back for reactions?
I should have done something else. Yeah, this is gonna be weird. I don't know exactly how this works. I need to convert this. I just know this is how he did it in his gameplay, but this is kind of brutal. Okay, we can do this. We can do this one of a couple ways. We can decide after this where we will just go in order like normal. If we want to continue doing it this way, you can choose when you end your turn. But as soon as you end your turn, or as soon as like y'all complete an action, since all of your turns is mixed, he has the ability to use like any of his Apex actions. Does that make sense? Like you can all go at the same time, but his Apex actions are made to be used at the end of any PC's turn. But since all of your turns are combined, it would just be at the end of all y'all's thing every time.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think mixing everyone's turns together makes sense.
Yeah, I know it's a thing that he did, but we'll keep.
He's trying to do the Baldur's Gate thing, but that doesn't really.
Yeah, because Lieutenant's the only one that's done anything, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We'll just keep it separate, and I'll let y'all choose the order of Glade and Pilgo. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So I do get my AP back since my turn.
Yes. Yeah, your turn ends, you will get your AP back. And he will... No, he, the Crazies. I didn't say it was a she.
Some mother. Obviously.
Did I say mother?
I said mother.
I was like, I don't think I said mother, to be clear.
Mother.
It could be a she, it really don't matter. Yeah, he will go ahead.
I will look up shark anatomy right now. I should.
There's probably a way. Yeah, he'll go ahead and use his legendary AP to try to consume Pilgo now that he is holding Pilgo. So Pilgo, I need you to go ahead and do another martial check for this grapple, as he's trying to now put you in his mouth. God damn it.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, because it would just be a +4. It's still doable. Okay, Pilgo is still considered grappled, but is now fully inside of the Crazy's mouth.
He's eating Pildo.
Pilgo. You said Pildo the whole time, but she never corrected you, which I thought was funny. So, yeah, who wants to go next, Glade or Pilgo?
Well,
I was like, ideally I go last because all of my bloodied stuff, but
I'd like to get out of its mouth.
yeah, well,
I feel
I'll
like
go
me.
third.
Okay,
That's
Pilgo, at the start of your turn, you're going to take 1 corrosion damage.
Epic.
Because you are feeling this like acidic spit inside of its mouth start to cover you.
It's getting tingly in here, boys.
It's-
I mean, gals.
It's getting real tingly.
Neutral.
I like it.
So, how does getting ungrappled work? Me being in its
Uh,
mouth.
Yeah, so you're now restrained. Let's see, how can you break a restraint? Is that written in
I'll be
here?
honest,
don't
I didn't read anything until you skip it.
do what?
I said I was reading through the thing. I don't know how you escape grapple.
And grappled speed is reduced. You have disadvantage. I mean, okay. I'll actually tell you there is a way to get Pilgo out, but I don't think Pilgo has a say in getting out. I'll say that. So I don't think you can get out at the moment, Pilgo, but you are. What does restrained stop you from doing? You are hindered, so you have disadvantage on attack checks. You are exposed, so attack checks against you have advantage, and your speed is 0, and you have disadvantage on agility saves.
Ooh, I can do so much.
So you can still attack,
Damage thing.
but-
it might be you hit it hard enough and it spits Pilgo out.
Lead it from inside. Yeah, it could be like concentration thing, yeah.
So your options are fairly limited, Pilgo, but you do have things you can do.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna side of its face. With
Yeah.
the arm sticking out. I'm just gonna watch out.
Okay, so this is gonna be tough. So you have disadvantage from the restraint, and then you have disadvantage because you were within 5 feet with the whip. So you're currently swinging at a double disadvantage. You can counteract that, of course, but it will cost a lot of AP to do so.
Well, I mean, I can't do anything else anyways.
That's fair.
So I'll use however much AP I need to make that normal, I guess.
Okay. So that'll be 3 total AP. So you'll have 1 remaining. You can use the last one to gain advantage if you want.
Advantage?
Yeah. Okay, so you will spend your whole turn. You try to reach out of its mouth, I suppose, and whip it from inside.
Yeah. Wish back. Here we go. With advantage.
With advantage.
Does the boomerang not help instead of the whip?
I mean, the boomerang would also be disadvantaged because
Yeah.
it's a ranged weapon.
Okay.
I throw it out, it has to arc around to come back, but
It's cooler.
is it?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna whip it.
Whip it good. Okay.
Hey!
19 will be a heavy hit. So you will deal 2 damage, which is fairly convenient. You feel it as you whip. You feel it kind of like gargle a little bit. And I need it to make a shave for me.
Concentration check.
Kind of.
Concentrate on eat.
Let's see. So this will be plus. Is it a? Save. Okay, so plus 5. Okay, so you feel the gulp as it like, and you slip out a little bit, but right before you go all the way out, its tongue wraps around your leg and keeps you in. But you do see that it did something, so there's that, and it did take its damage. So we will pass to Glade's turn. Before that starts, it will. Has 2 more. It'll go ahead and try to, I guess, claw at Stomper, and it will gain advantage on this with its last special action point.
I'm gonna parry.
Okay, so that gives it disadvantage.
No.
Oh, no.
Just increases my physical defense.
Okay. The roll is an 8.
I annihilate that claw.
Yeah, this claw comes at you what should have been harder. Maybe a little distracted with the little fucking rascal inside of its mouth. So yes, go ahead, Glade.
Glade. Okay, do I guess we do the mandatory attack first. I will guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. That's exciting.
Yes, it is not on the character sheet that I turned in, but thank you for doing that.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit.
Oh yeah, I grabbed the super attack maneuver as well.
Oh yeah, what does that one do?
Plus 5 damage. Yeah.
Damn, son. I didn't see that one in the book. You got me.
Okay, so I will guiding bolt. That'll be 2 AP, 1 MP.
Okay.
I will use another AP for advantage.
Okay.
So it'll be. Oh, not money side, just 4. So,
20.
So it'll do 20 on big guy. I'm guessing that's hitting through mystical defense.
It should say on there. Does it say?
No, it's not a DC. It's a hit. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Does it say like an attack against physical defense?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll hit physical and not mystical.
Yeah, does a 20 hit?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you said it was mystical, and that's why I was asking. A 20 will be a heavy hit.
Okay, so that'll be 3 plus a heavy.
So that will just be -4. Okay.
Okay, and is Hudson back?
Yeah, not back. Sorry.
So the next attack will be at advantage Do I attack or move, Commander? So then it'd be a normal roll. Losing out on the advantage, or
do we think that? I mean, we attacked him a little bit by now. Well, actually, I guess we haven't targeted. Or no, Pilgo targeted his physical defense. Do we think he has a higher physical defense or mystical defense?
he had a +2 on a mystical save and a +2 on. He had a +5 on a physical. He had a +5 on a physical. So.
A plus
Well,
not
haven't
two.
we Pilgo got a 19 to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a brutal hit.
Yeah.
19?
Pilgo, yeah. Didn't Pilgo get a 19 to hit with the whip?
Yeah.
If I said brutal, it was heavy. I only did the math for heavy. So sorry, heavy hit.
Okay. And then you just rolled a 20.
Yep.
Was what type of hit was that?
Heavy.
Both heavy, so we don't know.
And those were both against physical, though, to be clear.
Oh.
No, mine was mystical.
That's what I was... Okay, wait. Does your guiding bolt hit physical?
All of my attacks are mystical.
Oh, okay.
100% of my attacks are mystical.
Oh, well, that's why I had said it was a physical, and then I think you said yes, but I think you thought I was asking a different question. Okay, gotcha. Okay, in that case, then it's still... Okay, still heavy.
So no information.
No information.
I mean, I would say take the attack yourself. You're our damage dealer, and I don't think moving is gonna help a lot.
Okay, I will just lightning bolt better than lightning bolt is just 15 minutes. No, just in case there's some elemental shenanigans, I will just death bolt. So a straight bolt.
Okay. Yeah, you see this spell come out. If this was something that you spent mana on, but I don't think it was, then it doesn't cost you the mana, but it still costs the AP. So you just see this spell, as Glade tries to cast it to hit the crossees, it just kind of fizzles out right at the end. Like nothing even comes out. It just...
Sorry, I'm getting tired.
Oh, that's okay, sweetie. I'll take care of it.
Yay!
Okay. Will that be it, Glade? Okay. So let me go ahead and do myself a favor for later. I wouldn't worry about that though if I were y'all. I would not worry about that at all. Shkabloop. You see another baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see another baby come out of the woods. Yep. So baby pops out of the woods. And yes. Okay, so it will go to the Crazy's turn. And I will go ahead and have this baby. Let me see. Let me double check what the range is. I think it's, within 5 spaces. Probably within 5? No. So it will use 1 action point to move up 1 space. And then we'll make its beautiful sound. So we'll just keep the wrenches on you. This guy will use a action point to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pilgo is not there currently. Pilgo is in Mama's mouth.
Father, you said it. You said it. I win.
I mean, I've said both. And we'll go ahead and spit acid at Glade. Yes, this will just be a ranged attack. So, boop. Oh, nice. This will be physical. Yes. No, this will be... Oh, it will be against physical defense, but not damage destruction. Yes, okay. So against physical defense.
Oh, yeah, 13.
So it'll be a heavy... Yeah, 1 off. Okay. So it'll be a heavy hit, so that will be 2 corrosion damage to Glade. And then big Papa Mama might just be both genders at this point, crises. We'll go ahead and he's already chomping on one. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and it's only a 3-space cone. You sons of bitches. It's almost like Lieutenant Stomper planned this. Yeah, he'll just go ahead and try to claw Lieutenant Stomper. Because he's got to attack the boy.
Should I bother trying to parry this?
He will use 1 to get advantage, if that affects your choice.
I don't care. I'll take the hit. I can take some damage.
Okay. Alright, 20 plus 5. 18.
18 is just a normal hit.
Okay. Normal hit will deal 2 slashing, so I believe it's a whole lot of nothing
Rough,
against you.
as I block both of the damages with both of my shields.
Yes, sir. And he will make another one just flat. Boop. Oh, yes, sir.
Wait, how is it flat?
He'll use his 4th action point. He used 2 action points to attack advantage, and then this one to attack and advantage, but
Okay, I got you.
So he will be doing that. So what is a 25?
That is a brutal hit.
Brutal. Okay, so that will be 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 6 damage minus 2. So he will chonk you for 4.
Ow.
Yeah. So this time, he swung with his right, not expecting the left one to come. Only got the shield partially up to block about a third of the hit. But the other bit of the claws kind of make it through and rip at you a little bit, dealing some damahe. And that will be their turn. Lieutenant Stomper, you are up.
Okay.
What health are you at, by the way?
I'm at 8 health. Yeah, we can't see each other's health, which is kind of.
Oh, how do you want me to? Is there a way to? Do I just give you all control of the token?
Hey, it's when you click the token under like the health, it's like allow everyone to see, or everyone to see something like that, or like everyone.
Nameplate. Show? No.
In any case, Lieutenant Stomper points at the big one, and shouts to Glade. All right, try to get it maybe in the throat here. That should make it want to spit out. So I'm giving Glade the help action, which restores my SP, which I will then immediately use to have Glade attack with advantage and the help die.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Because we think that hitting it hard enough is what will make him spit Pilgo out, right?
I will tell you that when Pilgo hit it with 2 damage, it gargled, and when Kevin hit it with 4 damage, it did not gargle.
Oh, so Pilgo has to hit it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It has to be physical. I could try a lightning bolt and see if it's like a physical damage.
Is that an attack or a spell?
It's an attack. Well, yeah, it's a spell attack.
Well, it just, you can't use MP, SP.
No, it's not MP.
Okay.
It's a cantrip.
All right. Yeah, I'll say maybe hit it with the lightning bolt this time. Yeah, so you will have advantage on the attack and a D8 from the help. And I will give the HP to Glade. I'm not biased.
How much HP?
Just one. Just one.
One. Okay.
Bro said, how much am I going?
Alright, so bang.
Let me get in there. Alright, 19.
This is physical.
This is physical this time? Okay. So I was lied to, not everything you do is mystical. It's fine.
Well, I didn't.
We're all lying to each other. That's what's happening.
I don't know, decide if it's a mother or father, and I'll decide if it's physical or mystical.
No, it makes its own choices. That will be a heavy hit against it. So
Okay,
+1.
Is this creature's skin metallic in any way?
No, unfortunately not. I like the idea though.
It'll just be 2 plus what did you say?
1.
Plus, yeah, so it'll be 3 hitting it physically.
Okay. Boop. So you hear a and he will make a save. Yep. On fort. Again, Pilgo comes out, getting a little further out this time. Pilgo's actually head pops out. Pilgo, if you want to say anything for about 1 second.
Nope, that's not.
Okay, and the tongue wraps around the leg and pulls Pilgo back in. As you see Pilgo go to say something, but just gets sucked right back in before he can get any words
I
out.
screamed.
Oh, there you go. We did not hear
I
it.
think it peaked.
Yeah, your mic probably peaked.
I'll do a quieter one.
Okay, so that was pretty good. That's what you hear as Pilgo's head pops out and gets slurped back in.
This Squidward freaking cut me off, bro.
Lieutenant Stomper says, "Oh, poor Pilgo. Let him go, you beast." And I will use my shield to attempt to attack him with my
Okay.
SDP. Nice.
Shoo! Okay. Yeah, your little let someone else attack is cool because then you don't get disadvantage on yours. It's a neat little combo. Okay. So you will hit him pretty damn hard. This will be a 24, which I believe is a brutal. That will be a brutal. And so you'll get the brutal +2 and then the crit +2.
Okay, and then it's just 1 for the damage, so it's 5 total.
5.
That's
Fair enough. All right, so boop. First off, you hear a whoop as once again, bro's gonna make a save. Hey, okay. Finally on this third whoop, Pilgo slips out, and unfortunately the Crusty's tongue does not catch Pilgo in time. Pilgo manages to wringle himself out to the ground. So that will go away, and that will go away. So there you go. You'll also, I guess, not be. Does it make you prone when you? Oh, you are not prone. Okay, there you go. So you're no longer grappled or prone. And Pilgo's vibing right there. So there you go.
Okay.
And Krasis is now bloodied.
Oh, nice.
Pilgo, oh, never mind, blooded. It's inefficient if I use that. Never mind.
All right. Anything else, Stomper? Was that everything?
That's for me. That was all 4 of my. That's all 4 of my.
All right, Pilgo, you get a turn. Woo! Oh, actually, the Krasis gets is going to use a legendary action point before we start here. It will try to. Oh, and you're no longer taunting.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't.
Okay.
That costs 2 AP. It's not
Under-
viable for me to continue.
Understandable. Yeah. Well, Claw is 2. You're technically within 2 spaces, right, Glade? Yeah, you are. Okay. Seeing the lightning bolt hit and being a little fearful of that, he is going to try to claw at you, Blade, and use 1 more of his 3 legendary action points, so 2 total, to claw and grapple you. So this will be /R D20. So I need you to make a martial check, which is just whatever your highest physical is.
What, and then just that, or plus CM?
There's no plus CM because it's a martial check instead of a save. Okay, and what is a 19 on your physical defense? Have you yet? Okay, so it will deal 2 + 1, so it'll deal 3 damage to you, 3 slashing, if that makes any difference. And he will grapple and pull you right there. And then it will proceed to Pilgo's turn.
Yippee. Right, I'm gonna.
What was the question,
You
Kevin?
said 3.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my whip out and I'm gonna hit the boy that just plops me out of its mouth, and I'm gonna say, get back, you beast, you beastie.
Okay.
I'll gonna have to go. I
And
recommend moving 1 space. If you're gonna whip them.
I was going to let it ride.
I wasn't.
Oh, no, let it ride as in it was going to be disadvantaged, to be clear.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah.
And then if you can move, if you could attack and then move 1 down.
and then I'm gonna use knockback to push it back a space.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Epic.
And this is using your whip, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that will be a 23, which will be a brutal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it gets pushed back
How much damage do you deal?
1.
Okay.
Or wait, for whatever.
Yeah, I got you. So it'll be 3 total. So boop, and then push back 1. Or wait, that
It
part
makes
should be
a
a save, right? Okay, yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Was it just a physical save, I presume?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
So 5, 13.
And then it's
What's your save DC?
it is
14, presumably.
14. Yeah.
Okay, so he will be pushed back 1.
Beep, beep. I think he just moved all that back to you.
Yeah,
Well, I'm grappled.
he's holding them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this did interrupt the point. That's all right.
Glade is grasped.
Cool.
So that is just 2 action. Oh no, 3. So you got 1 more.
I will. I guess I'll just move over and then give the help action. Get him!
Who are you helping and to what target? Like, what are you wanting them to do? You do have to state that.
I will help in. What's Kevin's character's name?
Glade.
Glade! Fuck up the biggin! Or wait, who are you trying to hit? And I'll just say that.
Well, it was gonna be an AOE, but that's out the window. Yeah, I'll hit the big one.
Hit the big one!
Alright. Anything else? I think that should be 4, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. We will go next. Before Glade, you take your turn.
Didn't he use all of his apex points?
He used 2 of the 3. He will. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got 1 goal right now. So he's going to try to consume you, Kevin. So we need to make a contested martial check. He will try to consume you because he has you grappled. So that will be a 4. Boop. That's funny.
Meter beat?
Yeah, I will. We'll play meter beat, and I'll say you win the tie. I was like, I don't know, but I'm happy to say that you win the tie because I think it's hype that you avoid getting eaten by the giant fucking Cressies. So yeah,
Die this day.
yeah, bro grabs you, or I mean has you grabbed, and lifts you up to the mouth. But right before you get there, you poke its mouth with your stick, and he was not ready for that.
My pike.
Your pike, and you just hear as he kind of pulls you away from his face a little bit. So it will be your turn.
Okay. I will. It is bloody.
It is currently bloodied. Yes.
Okay. I will attack the big one.
Okay.
With the D8. And then I will use one to make it advantage, and then I'll use another one to. Yeah, I'll use one to make it advantage, and another one to add a damage.
Okay.
27.
Damn, son. All right. 27. And is this one a mystical?
Yeah.
Mental. Okay. Then that will be a brutal.
Okay, so that'll be 3 plus a.
Ooh, hold on. It's 1 step above brutal.
Let's go.
There's not a word for it, but it's a
3
thing.
plus brutal. New game plus.
Okay, so 6 total. Okay, so you hit pretty damn hard. You see, is this your
Sorry,
umbral?
4.
4. Okay, so it'll be minus another 1. Still well bloodied. Is this your like umbral rot one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you attack it. You hit it pretty damn hard.
I attack it down the throat, down the gullet.
Okay, yeah, it opens its mouth when it was trying to eat you. I like this. This is more cinematic. As it was going to eat you and you poked it, you shot your umbral thing, like right into its mouth, and that's what caused it to wail. So every time it opens its mouth, you see this black spot up in its mouth, kind of starting to grow. Yes, that is where we are at, and it is well bloodied.
Nice. And then I'll just use my remaining one to attack at disadvantage.
Okay. 12 will hit.
All right. So that'll be 3.
Okay. All right. I'm so sad because this is gonna start to be not good for y'all soon. It is now on death's door. So you see this wound in its mouth start to grow a little wider as it starts to claw at its babies. As you see in general, it's getting harder for it to stand. But yes, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So technically, this will happen. Boop, boop, boop. So you see.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yes. Go off.
I had 1 for the advantage. 1 for the
1,
extra
2,
damage.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
I still think I have 1 more AP. Wait.
Okay. You can do your thing.
I did 1 for advantage, 1 for the extra damage.
1 for the attack, and then you attacked
for
at
the attack.
disadvantage. That's should be 4, right?
Attack, extra damage. No, attack, extra damage. Oh, advantage, yeah.
And advantage on the attack,
right.
and then your disadvantaged attack.
You're right, sorry.
Okay, so two more babies come out of the woods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. No, there. 1, 2, 4, 5. So you see 2 more babies come out as they hear their mama cawing. But the babies are not going to leave the mama's side. This guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go the more fun noise, but has the same effect. So you will all have that. This guy will run up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess he'll go diagonal 1. And he will go ahead and try to he'll try to claw at Glade, especially seeing as Glade has now hit their mama the hardest. Yes.
So I reread the parry thing. Apparently, I can choose whether or not to do it after you make the check, but before you declare the results.
Okay. It's the classic. You kind of know the results because you know the people, but yes, fair enough. Right. Okay. So he will just be attacking here. Boop. So it will be a 21 to hit Glade.
I will.
Would you like to parry?
Would that change it from heavy to normal?
What does parry do again? Remind me.
+5.
+5. So.
Yeah, it gets me to just.
Oh yeah, 5 would definitely change it down to 1.
Can I stop for?
Oh, that's why it adds 5 because it'll always save at least 1 damage. That's
Right.
actually that's nice.
Stay away from Glade, you little freak.
Eee! As it will hit Glade for a singular point of damage, slashing damage. All right, this one will move in with 1 action point and do the same. Boop.
Heavy.
It'll be another heavy. I'll parry again.
Okay. Just keep track of your reaction points here.
I have 2 AP.
That's a you job. Okay, it will be 1, and then wouldn't you believe it? They don't want their mama rotting away. We'll try to hit Glade. Damn, just been rolling high.
Heavy again.
I will use another thing to parry.
Oh wait, have they been heavies? Because you'll be taking +1.
Well, that's why I've been parrying.
Oh, the parrying. That's right. Never mind. Okay,
That's
yeah.
why I spent 3 action points to parry them.
Okay, hey, keep Glade up. That's important. Okay, yes. So that is all babies. They are now surrounding y'all, all cawing and making weird noises at y'all. Big Mama will go ahead and try to put Glade in Mama mouth. So go ahead and make me a martial check. That will be boop. All right, you beat it. Yeah, being an animal, it wouldn't. Yeah, okay. It's clawing you would definitely be better, but I think it would just try to get you in its mouth. So it will do another one. It would be disadvantaged for it, so it will spend a...
So it's at death's door. How does it have all these actions?
Oh, it's death's door. You're right. I forgot. So it will just be the one. Good shout. Yes, so on death's door, it tries with like most of its muscle usage to get you, but being as weak as it is, Glade, you actually find it quite easy to again avoid its mouth. This time, not even needing to use your pike or your staff. You do just stay away, and it will pass to Lieutenant Stomper.
Can we ask? Does it get its apex points if it's on death's door?
I don't know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it 1. That's how I'll rule it.
But unironically, whatever the rule's saying, whatever the guy creates, I think it's fine. Kind of cringe.
That it would get any?
That would get any. Yeah.
Oh, I don't. It might not, to be honest. I'm just kind of saying that, but I can look at it. Does it not have Apex?
All right. Well, I have 1 AP, and sorry, we are gonna need to make a decision on this because that if it does, then I'm gonna try to.
Okay,
it.
let me look at the monster like starter thing. Boop. And then let me look at legendary. Legendary action points. These unique resources for solo monsters. See the game monster tip sections on later. Legendary reaction. Here we go. Legendary action points. Turn limit number. They recharge at the beginning of each round of combat. Legendary mushrooms take an opportunity. Nice. Well, legendary mushrooms take an opportunity to enhance it. Some legendary mushroom have a unique reaction.
It doesn't say, huh?
My head, and genuinely not being biased, my head canon is that it has 4 AP plus legendary actions, and then Death's Door brings it to 1 AP. But like I said, you can decide whatever. One is also fine.
If it makes you feel better, even if he has 1, and I'm just gonna make it keep trying to consume you, I don't think it will kill you.
Well, no, but it changes the decision making.
Because of unique effects. Yeah, it just doesn't say. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my original concept and just say it has 1. It has 1. I feel like it having 1 legendary action and in my head canon makes sense. It will have 1 legendary action point.
I think I just have to try to attack and try to kill it, right? Apparently, so have you been keeping track of, like, apparently you can get dropped, like, to negative HP on an attack.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what puts you into Death's Door. I have been keeping track of that.
Okay.
Like, drop...
That it is that Death's Door.
Yeah. Death's Door means it's hit 0 and is possibly less than 0.
Alright, guys, I need help on the decision here. I have 1 AP, I have my light shields, I also have my heavy crossbow, which I know would be at disadvantage, but it does 3 damage off rip.
Oh, wait, it does need to make a death saving throw. This might... I mean, I don't think this would super matter, but...
Well, actually, that does affect my decision.
Okay.
If
It takes no damage or anything.
Okay.
It's just chilling.
Operating on the assumption that it has 0 HP, the 3 damage would instantly put it down, right?
I was going to say, yeah. I'll tell you, I have been ruling everything that they have the same, like, Death's Door negative that y'all do.
Okay.
I've been operating everything can go -3.
Because the idea is that you attack with your shield, that's more likely, and then...
Well, no, if I attack with my shield, then I would have to get a brutal hit to kill it. Because my shield only does 1 damage normally.
Okay.
Whereas the heavy crossbow, if I hit it, it will die. It's...
I mean, I think it's AC, or its physical defense is somewhere like 13, right?
Only because you binked it, I'm gonna tell you that's pretty hype.
Yeah.
I
Well, yeah.
think-
You said like we hit a 22. It was a heavy. You said 23 is a brutal. So.
Oh, I didn't think about y'all having the 22. That makes sense.
So I'm just trying to think the math through. I think the disadvantage is still better because, I would need to get
You have 2 action points, right?
No, I have 1 left.
Oh.
I had to parry for all of those.
Oh, you parried 3. That's right. You parried 3. That's right.
Because I would need to get an 18, a 19, or a 20 to kill it, which is like 15%. Whereas with this, I would have like a 25% chance, I think, to like hit it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let go of Glade. Oh, thank God.
Nice.
Thank God.
Okay, 16, so that will be a just normal hit.
Yeah, so it's 3 piercing damage. So I imagine
Okay.
like I just sort of sling out my heavy crossbow, pointed at its eye, and just shoot.
Just like every action hero that hates using guns, but eventually has to put down the pacifist act and use guns.
That's right.
Yeah, you shoot this crossbow. Right as its mouth opens up, you hit it right in the rot. So it goes through any kind of like scaling or anything. And you see it fall to the ground, having no more muscle usage, and does die. You see all of the baby crises immediately turn to it. And yeah, you see all of them turn to Damama. And that is where that is. Pilgo, you're no longer grappled.
Right, the big one's fucking dead. I'm gonna.
You could attack that one with your whip, right, without disadvantage, because it's 10.
Yeah.
They seem distracted. Could we not run?
That is true.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll chase us or not. I think Glade should run either way, but.
Well, yeah. I was. Or if you guys wanted to join me.
Can I, just because I wanna, can I try to use Beast Whisperer and just like yell at him?
Hey, you can always try.
That's, I have an ability that lets me do it a little bit.
I said you could always try.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
You just said it in that DM way.
I don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
did. He doesn't know. This is his first time DMing. He doesn't know that there's a way that he talks.
I do know
yet.
the DM voice. Come on now.
Yeah.
This is rude. This is
Okay.
hurtful, frankly.
I'm going to yell at him. Get out of here! Go! We killed your mama. Get out of here! Get out of here! Or we'll mess you up good.
Yeah, you see all of them having been stared at the mom.
Oh shit.
They turn and look at you with fear in their eyes. A little fear, a little sadness. Not technically their turn, but they are scared and sad right now. That is where they're at. It doesn't take much to see the body language, and they are not feeling good. So.
Everybody, I think we should get out of here. We should skedaddle. And I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna try to move on our skedaddle path.
I will say that would cost you 1 action point to have tried to talk to the beast.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean, once we leave, this is prime AOE fire.
Big behavior. Yeah, I'll just move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then, well, I can't give the help action way over here. I don't want to hit one if we're running. So that'll be it.
Okay.
Instead.
Okay, I will.
I will drink my health potion. I imagine that's a BP for 2.
Okay.
I will use my heal. Yeah, it's only 2, I think. And then I will use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, I got room in case. That's fine. I can go 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I guess I'll go 5 diagonal.
Boop, boop. All right. On the turn, you see. Oh, one of the other one. That's fine. Yeah, you see 3 more pop out of the beaches. As they pop out, hearing the cries of their brethren, you see them start to move behind the mama. I guess I'll be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll stop him there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you see them start to grab the tail end of the mama, and using their last action point, they will drag the mama a couple spaces into the forest. You can still see them, but they are about to be out of eyesight. It will go to Lieutenant Stomper.
Mess with Glade and then run away. Whatever.
I'll go after them if you do.
So Lieutenant Stomper, is combat continuing?
No. If y'all are running away, then no, it will not.
Yeah, yes. All right, Glade. Let's get out of here. There's no point in risking ourselves, and you got.
They go off. Okay, go ahead.
That was hard.
I guess we should have been a little more quiet. I did kind of forget about that warning. Sorry about that.
It's okay. They're babies, and without their mama to protect them, they'll probably die anyway.
Good point.
As y'all are y'all running back to the caravan?
Yeah.
Okay. So another one. No, I'm just kidding. As y'all are running back, you do hear in the distance a very loud, deep, almost siren-esque call. From what you could only assume might be more Crasses. As you continue on, you get to the caravan, all bloodied up and such. Let me do a few DMs. You get to the caravan all bloodied up and everything. The driver, same driver, been sitting there. You see him sitting there, feet up with a book, as he hears y'all running in. About time. I was about to leave. Y'all all right?
Get us out of here.
Okay.
Totally good. Can we leave?
Yeah, it was just a cripe. Honestly, I thought the cripe might have killed y'all, but looks like it did more of a number than I thought. Anyway.
Crap is easy.
He gives you a very weird look and just, sure, kid. And then snaps the reins for the horses. You do make it back to the city. It is basically nighttime at this point. City is pretty dead. What would y'all like to do? You have to go back to claim the bounty if that's what you're figuring out. But
yeah.
do something else.
All right, let's go get the money, and then we'll get the finest inn. And Glade, you will get all the dessert foods you want.
Yay!
Okay. Pilko just wants some.
Hey, little guy.
All right. Y'all appear back at the place. Y'all can continue your conversation. Y'all are just walking back.
Oh, that was so cool. You like stomped her skull in, and then we killed, and then we got the shark, the bear thing, and that was so sick. And Pilgo, you were there too. That was super cool.
Yeah, Pilgo, I'm glad I'm glad we had you join our little group here. I don't think Glade and I could have handled that, at least not as easily. And it was good to have another target other than Glade.
Yeah, I'm usually the target, but that's okay because Stomper always comes to save me.
I do.
Glad I could help, ladies.
How appropriate. All right, are y'all going in? The door, by the way, is like leaned up against it, but it's obviously not fixed. But they have it up against the thing.
Door inspector, that's not that. There's no way that's commercially viable.
I know, but to be fair, I think they know that this time.
Okay. All right, let's
Let's
go
really
in.
get that door fixed.
All right. As you head in, you enter. You see who I don't think you'll ask name technically, but you see possibly Eugene cleaning up the tables.
His name, maybe.
Did you? Okay. Yeah. So you see Eugene like cleaning up tables, cleaning up things, and looks up. I honestly thought y'all were dead at this point. Kind of looks through the window to look at the time of night. Y'all are really bloodied. Was the gripe that rough on you? I thought I gave y'all plenty of supplies.
Gave us a map.
He looks
Let's
at Glade
just,
weirdly.
We'll just go ahead and take
Over.
the bounty. You guys didn't need
yeah.
like Raven or Buff or Gruff for anything important, did you?
Sorry, he reaches down and you hear some like kind of gold clattering. Seems like he might be counting up gold. And he kind of pauses and looks at you. Do we need them?
Yeah, like for any like important things.
I mean, we don't need them. They're
Okay, perfect. We'll take the bounty then.
Their souls swim amongst
Okay.
the dead.
y'all should get her checked out probably. Continues
Get that
counting.
door checked out.
Gives you a little side eye. Holds up the bag. All right. If I could have the bag back, please.
Oh yeah, sure. Lieutenant Stomper takes it out and gives the bag, having never checked it.
Yep. So he grabs the bag, and it kind of throws him off on the weight as it drops, and he goes, and he opens up the bag and looks in and sees all 4 health potions and an invisibility potion and a mana potion, no shit, inside the bag. Closes it up.
Do we get extra money since we kept your stuff safe?
He looks up, and kind of leans his head around you to look at the door, leans his head back and goes, I think the extra money's probably paying for that, unfortunately. He goes ahead and puts the bag in the box, or puts the bag back by the desk, hands you all the little bag of gold. All right, 200. If you want to count it, you can. And he realizes how bloodied y'all's are and goes, Did y'all just fight a cripe, or
Well, we fought Cripe, and then we fought other people, and then we fought like the shark thing, and that was pretty cool.
his eyes do widen a bit. Y'all fought a people. Okay, well, I don't give a shit about the people. Y'all fought a crossies?
Yeah, it was like a mother had a bunch of babies and stuff.
Were y'all quiet on the way back? How did it find you?
But we were
Or on the way there?
We were not quiet. That was important, but that's okay because it's dead now, and the babies are sure to die because the mother's not protected.
Oh, there's more than just the mother, sweet child. I would not go into that part of the forest again for any time soon. I'd give it a little bit. Either way, and you see him kind of put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, no, we don't need the shadows. Bit of a not great group as it is. So, no bounty on him, unfortunately. But good job, I suppose. I'll probably see y'all around here a little more, I guess.
Yeah. Also,
Mm-hmm.
we don't get any extra money because you brought your stuff back.
So, again, let's say you did. Someone's got to not only fix that door, but probably keep some of the guests that had things spilt on and around them happy. So, no gold on this one.
Gotcha. We're keeping the door then.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you don't have anything valuable inside the building. We're paying for the door, so we get a door, right?
Makes sense to me.
He takes a long breath. Just goes, if y'all want a broken door, you can have the broken door.
Do you want a broken door glade?
It's like your shield.
Okay. I'll roll over and pick up the door, putting it on her back. All right, jingling the bag of coins. Thanks so much, Mr.
Eugene.
You have
Mr.
a very
Eugene.
flammable place, Mr. Eugene.
Listen, if you want to catch it on fire, you can. Don't think that ends well for you, sweetheart.
That sounded like permission.
Is that part of the bounty?
He finishes rifling through the desk, putting the potions back and everything, and just stands up and looks at y'all. All right. Y'all are clearly a powerful group. The Bloodsworn is a larger and more powerful group. We will leave it at that if you want to keep working with us. Y'all have a good night.
And don't you forget the name. And then we walk off into the night.
Pilgo, being the last to walk out, hears him go, I'm going to fucking kill myself before I give them another bounty. And there you go! Y'all got a happy ending. You completed, got bounty.